It's Japan
It's
time.
Japan time.
Hey, you shut. It's my intro.
Do it. Don't fucking do
Shut.
it.
It's a bad intro.
It's a great intro.
I'm fucking muting the both of
It's
them.
Japan time.
All
Alright,
You
done.
know it only
Intro's
lasts
done.
for 3 seconds. What the fuck are you talking
Intro's
about?
done. Whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's Japan
You need to
time.
fucking
You know.
eat them before it happens.
Japan time. Yay. Welcome. I don't know why you're here, but you're here.
It's a podcast that has nothing to do with Japan.
Aptly named, I know. Aptly named. Bleh.
I mean, there's got to be a point where this is false advertising, right?
I mean, we do have anime homework, which is Japan.
Yeah, great. One thing related to anything Japanese, and that's like not the most representative. Well, it's kind of representative, not the greatest thing to be representative.
I mean, it's close enough, you know?
What if you change the intro to "It's a podcast"?
No, because
Boring.
that doesn't have the same the jingle to it, you know.
Except it does. It's literally the same syllables.
I mean, kinda, but not really.
It's the same syllables.
No.
You're fucking go down a hole.
I already did like 5 times.
My
It's
soul
actually
really
kind of
has.
enjoyable, to be honest.
That's because that's I don't know. Fairly masochistic of you.
Anyway, let's roll call real quick because we need to do that. I'm
Do
Nick, or Super, I guess.
It's
Whatever.
on the screen.
Actually, for me it says me, and then for
Great. So you're the only one that needs to. Good.
for TLG, there's not like a name under him. It's just his portrait.
You could fix that, you know.
How?
Give him a name.
Oh, he's not on my friends
TimeLordGamer.
list.
Motherfucking. That's probably why.
There, I requested your friendship. Oh, failed to request friendship. Try again later.
Wait, what do you mean fail? I'll request your friendship. You're gonna be my friend. There you go, friend. You're now my friend.
Oh,
You're gonna regret that later.
Ian is online.
Oh well, we started without Ian because
He
he
wasn't
wasn't
here.
showing up. We're
Yeah.
like half an hour over schedule, so figured fuck him.
Ian.
Hey,
online.
you're here.
Hey, sorry I'm late.
We started like 5 seconds ago, so
Don't worry.
Wow, really?
Yeah. By the way, his
well,
name
we
still
actually
isn't,
waited half an hour. Yeah,
his name still
You
isn't
really-
showing up.
You really didn't need to wait for me, you know.
we didn't though. We were playing Overwatch, and there's just like, oh yeah, he's not here.
We were in the middle of Overwatch and nobody bothered to fucking start.
Yeah, basically.
Great.
By
Nick's
the
gonna
way-
bother to fucking start because he's the fucking guy. He's the
Hey,
he's
we
the
were
one
playing
that's doing this
Overwatch.
shit.
We were having a good
To
time.
date this, it is the 7th of fucking 2016. Fucking what's it? March? No, April? I don't
May.
fucking know.
May.
It's April. It's the day before Mother's Day.
Hey, there you go.
Going to be the
It
8th and
is the free Overwatch fucking week, and it's fucking great.
I've been enjoying it. I have been.
It's one of the many things happening this week that we will cover.
Anyway, let's finish the roll call. I'm Nick, or Super.
I don't think anyone's ever called you Super.
I know, but that's
Colin.
like my channel name, which you're on right now. YouTube.com/Super.
It's not your channel name, though. It's part of your channel name. You seem to have a really big problem with deciphering identifying things, I'll say. Yu-Gi-Oh! Decks can't identify fucking your name. got a problem.
I mean, you know,
What the fuck was that?
it's close enough.
No, what the fuck was that? What's that voice?
Nothing. It might be a reference that you don't get.
No, I don't. Anyway, fucking Iggy the Alien. There you go.
Oh, hey, he's a guy.
Next person.
Yes, this is a roll call, which means everyone goes.
Oh. So do I go?
Hi, it's
If
me,
you want to.
Ian.
That's Ian.
I am TimeLordGamer. I do reviews, vlogs, and even bad song parodies.
Sure.
There you go. Is that better? Does that make you happy? Oh, Grand Poobah.
What the hell's a grand poobah?
In this situation, it would be you.
Is that like a tuba
Oh,
or
grand.
something?
Oh, Grand Poobah.
You don't get that reference?
Or is that like a foo
I
bar?
kind of understand that, but I don't know where it's from.
Is that a foo
I'm a
bar?
sitcom guy.
And I am Chris.
Congratulations.
Hey,
You
so
made it through roll call.
what did everybody do this week?
Well, let's fucking roll a dice, why don't we? See who fucking goes first.
See if somebody gets lucky or unlucky.
Generally, I think that'd be the best way to do it. Because
Everyone
no one
gets one.
fucking... How do we roll a dice, though? We need a
Nick
dice.
goes first.
We need a 5-sided
We could
dice.
just
and
roll.
you need a number
We could
of
just get roll 20 up real quick.
And at that point, it's too much work.
Uh-huh.
It's too much work.
Or Nick, you know what, Nick? Or actually, no. Let's have Time Lord go first, since he has like the world's most detailed weeks.
Alright.
Let's see.
Oh, I don't have that title anymore.
This week, I wrote a letter to the girl of my dreams to try to fix up our friendship, and she ripped up a very detailed and heartfelt note that I spent 9 drafts trying to write. So that was pleasant. I got roasted today by the teachers because apparently it's the senior brunch, guys. Well, you gotta attend and get your ass roasted by the people that torture you every single day, guys. So yeah, I got my ass roasted. I was called a
What is that
Trump
voice?
fan.
You tend to go to that voice a lot. What is that?
Oh, I
Well,
don't know.
funny, that's actually a funny question because
Oh,
it comes from my friend Invader Duran, and back in my other school, before I went to this one, it was a charter school, and every time he said something funny or went into a funny mood, he would always talk in this voice, and I don't know, I liked it, so I kind of copied it, and yeah, it's mine now.
Alright.
Anyways,
Damn.
what else happened this week? Oh yeah. Speaking of Duran, he's been talking to his GF like crazy, so I hardly have time to talk to him. Though recently, today, I'm finally able to play Verdun with him at long fucking last. And speaking of Verdun, the
Is it
trailer.
Verdun or Dead Run?
Verdun.
Really?
With a V.
Verdun.
Ver.
With a V.
Ver.
Verdun.
Ver.
And speaking of Verdun and World War One-iness, Battlefield 5 came out, the trailer did, which is in fact Battlefield 1, and it takes place in the First World War, which is fan-fucking-tastic because I'm a big historian, and World War One was the war that got me into studying history and stuff. So it really hits home for me that I finally have a big AAA company, but then again, it's EA, so they're probably going to fuck it up, but I'm just glad that they're mainstreaming World War One, which is great. Though I think they might fuck it up, to be honest.
Battlefield 4 was a fuck up at launch, but now it's actually pretty decent.
Oh, I love Battlefield 4, even at launch. Like,
I mean,
was the
4
first.
was like super buggy and shitty at launch, but after they took care of all that, like it got pretty good. And then Hardline's just Hardline shit. Well,
Hardline should have been a DLC, but Battlefield 4 was great for me, even at launch, because the last game I played was Star Wars Battlefront 2. That was the most updated game I played before playing Battlefield 4. So to me, Battlefield 4 blew my mind.
I mean, yeah, it was like aside from bugs, it's great.
It was great. What else happened this week?
I'm assuming you played it on a console.
Of course.
Okay, yeah,
Xbox One.
Yeah, there weren't bugs on the console version. I think, maybe PC.
Tanks went through buildings. That's all I'm going to say.
Destructible environments, awesome.
What other details can I talk about? I've been talking to this other girl, however, that people have been telling me, oh, this girl is flirting with you like crazy. She obviously has a major crush on you. And I'm like, well, but we're just friends. We've established that we're just friends, and that's just her flirty personality. Like, if you met this girl, she's very flirtatious, so I don't really pick up on it. I'm not going to try anything because that failed horribly last time. So I'm just going to keep her as a friend. She's nice. Lovely personality.
Does
He's
her
good.
name does her name start with an E?
No.
Does it start with a Y?
No.
An
A.
No.
C.
No.
C.
No.
E.
D.
No.
F.
No.
G.
G.
No.
H.
H.
No.
Z.
No.
K.
I.
Yes. It's K.
K.
SK?
No, just K.
Just K.
That's the first letter. It's K.
K.
Cthulhu.
Oh,
With a K.
dude, tentacles. Am I right?
Do you just want me to say the name and you can edit it out later?
No, we're good.
No.
No, it's fine. Like, you guys can edit it out in post. I don't give a
No.
I mean, it's just work for
Or just
Nick.
had this fake beep or beep.
It's
It's
Kunai with
Kunai with
Chain.
Chain.
It's a fucking
Yu-Gi-Oh!
it's a
thing.
voice bit from Yu-Gi-Oh! The original one.
Kunai
where one of the characters yells.
Chain.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
If you look back on one of the D&D episodes, one of the first ones of the space, you'll see a lot of it.
Yeah, because Chris is a motherfucker.
Proper term is prick. Continue.
Uh-huh.
Did you have anything else this week, TLG?
Thinking really hard. My mind like completely. Ninja was there when I saw the trailer. He thought I lost my shit.
You can call me Nick, by the way. I don't care.
Okay, so Nick was there when I saw the live announcement. We were in the middle of English class, so it was supposed to be one of those, group discussions, bro. And so essentially, that meant free period.
Yeah. Like, the last 10 minutes was the discussion. The rest of it was just like, oh, fuck off, you kids.
Yeah, more or less. And so I saw the live thing through Twitch. Blurry as fuck. Okay, quality was shit. But I still got it. I saw it. My mind blew up. It was jumping in joy. We're going back to the war, guys. Okay, we're going back to the war. Which begs me a question that popped into my head. What if World War I lasted 100 years? Like, let's think about this. Because, the war that the Spanish had with the Muslims lasted 500 years. And, like, the Spanish became the most advanced, like, civilization for a good period of time. And they also created the Spanish horse, which is a horse bred for war. So my question is, how would humanity and technology evolve if World War I lasted 100 years?
Well, I mean, firstly, World War II wouldn't have happened.
I think skateboards would be much bigger, and we would have hoverboards by now.
Well, you could also say, like, you can't. It's kind of odd to say how would we have advanced. I feel like we wouldn't have. It's like, what
True,
would,
like we
what
would
would
be
humanity
more.
be like right now if the Great Library wasn't burned down?
I mean, we would be a more like our technology would evolve to be more war oriented, and from that, we would get different things. Like microwave was before World War I, wasn't it?
The microwave was in fact invented right after World War II. It was originally designed by the Japanese to be a microwave ray, so it could cook American soldiers as they march up on the Japanese homeland. Early tests could only cook small monkeys and dogs.
Hey, that's pretty good though.
So it literally cooked them alive.
Literally.
If
I
it didn't work, they got cancer.
I think I'm thinking of refrigerators then.
Couldn't tell you, to be totally honest.
Like when I think the refrigerator was right before World War I.
Yes, the
it
ice
would have had
Yeah.
to have been
Yeah.
somewhere around there.
Yeah, I thought so. Anyway, technology would be more war oriented. Like whatever would help in a war, that's what would have been invented like more quickly or more
Well,
readily.
it's kind of
The
like
war-
you
the
said
war-
with the fucking microwave, though. But a lot of technologies are made with the intent of making something for war, but it's like, okay, but this doesn't work, but we can repurpose it for this. A lot of technologies have spawned like that.
True.
The world would be more dystopian.
I don't know about that. I feel it wouldn't be that different, to be totally honest. I don't think we would have advanced much further.
I mean, it really just depends on like how, like which direction it would advance and who would be the winner. Like, because whoever won would also have an effect on like what gets invented. Like, let's say Russia won. Like, they have cold environments. If they won and like they had more money and more technology and all that, then they probably would have invented like some heating apparatus, like air conditioning, or if it wasn't invented yet, I don't remember. They probably
I don't know.
because it's Russia.
Really fucking.
That probably would have been invented before most other things because it benefits them in their current environment.
They would invent heating apparatus, like the fucking air conditioner.
Yeah.
By the way,
Thing that cools you
fucking
down.
cools down. It cools you down.
Wait. Okay. Radiators. All right.
Hey,
The air conditioner.
I mean, technically, air conditioning can go either way.
Dimitri, what do we need in this country right now? We should make a thing that blows air on us and cools us down. Awesome, Dimitri.
Get colder.
You do not get the gulag. You stay out of gulag for that.
I mean, if you condition the air, you could make like conditioning is just colder or hotter, or like you
Except
condition
air
it.
conditioners are generally only used for fucking. We have heaters. They're called heaters.
Well, yeah,
They are
but
Heaters are
They are
built
cold.
into air conditioners, but generally by default, air conditioners are cold air.
yeah, but
I don't think Russia needs
Yeah,
cold air.
but-
They have enough of that.
Russia doesn't need cold air. Nick.
I
I don't feel like you're not fucking getting this in your goddamn mind.
mean,
Russia doesn't need this.
I mean,
Nick. Russia doesn't need.
they could.
Nick,
They
you
only
fucking
need-
suck.
I know.
Didn't Russia ban memes?
Some
No, that's
memes of Putin.
Mexico is trying to ban memes.
I saw that for some reason. Why the fuck do you political people seem to just not like memes? Can't take the criticism somehow.
Memes of Putin are banned.
Yeah, that's why. He's basically a walking meme, though.
Kinda, yeah.
He's fucking shirtless on top of horses and whatnot.
Oh, you know it.
Glorious leader.
Nobody can beat the glorious Putin. The Putin, you.
Kim Jong-un, maybe. I want to see that fight.
It happened
I want to see that in modern day now.
in the Kim Jong-un animated series. It happened.
There's an animated series?
Yeah, by
Yeah.
College Humor. Hang on, let me look it up real quick.
Okay. TLG, anything else?
There was-
I have this. There is just one thing.
Don't
There's
feel too pressed to get it
Battlefield-
all out right now. We have a lot of time.
Yeah.
Battlefield
No,
1
keep going. Keep going.
trailer.
We're talking about your week. We're talking about your week. You need to keep going.
Battlefield 1 trailer. My heart get completely destroyed. There's another girl that might like me, but I'm not gonna try because she's an actual good friend, and I want to keep her as a friend.
Oh, Jesus. What is that thumbnail?
It's Kim Jong-un.
It looks like he
My-
gained weight.
Oh no, this is big. Okay. Sit back, relax, because this has a long backstory.
There we go.
So, the Dalek mod. The Dalek mod is a mod group that's existed for about over 3, maybe 4 years, okay? And this mod was originally founded by two Johns, John Hutchinson and John Brown. Their online aliases was 1WTC and Red Dash. For sake of clarity, those are the names I'm going to use. So, originally, Red Dash and 1WTC created the mod, created a small fan base, and they soon had other members come in. The original third member, which became a trio for a very long time, was a young chap named Sam, or UDWF1, Ultimate Doctor Who fan number 1. And they modded and created models for the mod, and they did this all for free, okay? There was this other mod group called the Doctor Who Klein mod. and it was founded by a guy named iKing. Now, the Doctor Who client mod by this time has already been in the works for over 2 years when the Dalek mod was released, and they got no product out whatsoever. So then, the iKing essentially, every time something new would happen in the Dalek mod update, he would always claim, "Oh, they copied me because last week I said I was gonna add that." Well, coding takes a lot longer than a week. I've tried coding before, and believe me, coding is hell. It takes a lot of time, a lot of effort.
I can attest to this. I'm in a programming course right now. It takes a while.
And
I mean, if you're not used to it and don't do it for like a fucking job or.
I mean, potentially you could write a program in a couple minutes, but those are usually basic programs and not complex.
They literally
mods.
have game competitions where the goal is to make a game in a fucking day.
Yeah, that's
24
only
hour
24 hours though, and in that 24-hour period, you're working like 22 of those 24 hours.
And while they were still a trio, before they introduced a fourth guy named Matt Didgeridooman, who at the time was just an independent person. We'll call him just Matt to make it easier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I like Didgeridooman. Let's use Didgeridooman.
Okay, fine, Didgeridooman. So Didgeridooman was an independent filmmaker making Doctor Who movies in Minecraft using the Dalek mod. So I met these three guys while they were still a trio, and I got their attention when I built giant statues of them in Minecraft, and they loved it. I was able to join the Dalek mod server before it was live to help build it up, and I did do some cringeworthy things. Believe me, there were some things that I built that I fully regret building, and like a giant RV blimp, for example. That was just a mistake.
RV blimp? I feel like
yes.
I've heard of this somewhere before.
A giant RV blimp. And but we were friends. I in fact have this picture. I'll send it to Nick later, and you could put it in, you can edit it and show it. But I have this picture of all four of us at the server, and those days were the good times. Okay. And as Matt came in, there was this other fifth person that came in called Katari. Now, Katari was a special snowflake. Off the bat, there were rumors that she was actually a guy, and the reason for this was
Reels on the internet? No way.
Because Katari would change his voice every time he spoke. So
what do you mean change his voice? Like with a voice modulator, or?
Yes, he used something called Goldfish, and it turns out that he was a guy, but he was trans, so he was a girl. He was one of those people. So then Red, Dash, and Katari started dating, and Katari never liked me. For some reason, I was never part of the team. I was never part of the team. I was a good friend, and Katari never liked me for some reason. She hated me so much, she kicked me off the original Dalek mod Skype chat and the Dalek mod server, Minecraft server. And I was like, oh well, fuck it, screw you guys. I'm gonna do my own thing, and I did my own thing. I came back about a year later. She was still there, and I started doing these vlogs, and I started talking about Codename Kids Next Door. And when he found out that I loved Codename Kids Next Door, he actually started acting civil towards me, and he wasn't that half bad, to be honest. It was a year later. We made amends. Buried the hatchet. Things were okay. Things were getting well. For a brief period of time, the iKing and the Dalek mod, the Doctor Who client mod and the Dalek mod, became partners. and they started working together. Like, brief period of time, lasted probably a few weeks. Okay, crashed and burned because there were like disputes over who coded which and which one was, it was just disputes over which one was doing all the work. John was doing most of the work. One WTC, a lot of the work, and of course the collaboration immediately like split up. But the iKing made this cyberbullies video because apparently Qatari leaked the iKing's home address and a few of his personal informations, which is kind of taboo. And he made this video that essentially framed the entire Dalek Mod team as cyberbullying him. Like, he framed them like, oh, they're sending their fans after me, and oh, they're sending this after me, when they didn't at all. And what resulted was the iKing's fans were attacking the Dalek Mod team. As it turns out, Qatari acted alone in this, and the Dalek Mod team knew nothing of what Qatari did until the video, and she was kicked from the team. She disappeared on the internet, never heard from again. He was never heard from again, and people then started asking the iKing to remove the cyberbullies video because A, it gives a negative viewpoint on the entire Dalek Mod team for a crime they never did. B, it's already resolved, so there's no point of the video. And C, it's just it's just a thorn in the back. It's no longer needed. So then this new person then came in called Yugiri Nushi. Okay, she and Red Dash started dating like immediately, which raised an eyebrows of a bunch of people because a bunch of people were saying that she is Qatari because once again voice modulator is different. Like, she uses the same voice modulator, but I argued that it wasn't the same person, and I made a video that compared and contrasted both of them, and it essentially said that they're different because the art style is different. And I compared both art styles, both musics that they made of the same song, and you could see that the art style is different. The iKing had none of it, and he essentially attacked once again the Dalek Mod team because he was fully convinced that Yugi Nushi was Qatari. And after much deliberation, Yugi Nushi then just left the team and formed her own company called Novish Soft. Now, 1WTC doesn't really like Novita Soft because he sees it as, an exact copy of the SWD team. Like, they essentially made the same games as the Dalek Mod team has made, because the Dalek Mod doesn't just make, the Dalek Mod. They also make other games like Speedcraft or UKIK or UKIK. And he points out that the games that she's making are very similar to the games that he has made. So they're not really getting along per se. And remember, she is still dating Red Dash. So they're butting heads, tension rises, and Red Dash leaves the Dalek Mod team. And this is a massive blow because he was one of the two founding members of Dalek Mod. So this was horrible. It hit me hard personally because to me, they're like, Lewis and Clark, the founding fathers. What are those other? Bonnie and Clyde. To me, they're like, idols. And now that they're apart, it's sad. It's sad to see it. So there is a little bit more information I could say. but we're just going to be touching on rumors at this point. So I'm
Keep
not
going.
going to say. Should I keep going?
Yeah, keep going.
If you want to.
Sure.
Sure.
I want-
Okay. No, I could get in really big trouble if I say it.
All right, then no. Simple.
You know what?
Could
I'll
get
say it, but you have to edit it out. Okay?
Well, then
No,
don't
then don't
say
say
it.
it.
Now, okay.
If you
well,
want to
fine.
tell us, you tell us after the fucking camera stops recording.
Yeah. Well,
All right, fine.
None of us have cameras besides TLG.
It's a fucking.
Fine.
I have a camera. Fuck you.
You have
It's
a
a
camera?
fucking. Yeah, it's a webcam. It's a fucking
Fine,
expression.
then edit the part out that I'll tell you after.
No,
this.
just don't say it until after, so we don't have to edit.
Or just don't tell us at all.
No,
Simple.
No, edit the part out where I'm said that I'll tell you after the podcast.
I mean, there's no way to confirm nor deny that you actually said anything, so, meh.
It really doesn't matter. I mean,
Yeah.
no, we'll talk about it later.
I mean, at this point, it's now like a minute segment of us just like, oh yeah, you gotta tell us after the podcast. Just
Clean transition. There you
yeah. Just don't tell us.
go. All right, so
So the original 2 members split up. It was horrible, and it happened this week. And I'm slightly pissed over it because I never expected this to happen at all. And all of this could have been prevented if it weren't for the Eye King being such a crybaby, or the Cry King, as some of the Dalek mod fans call him, including myself, Cry King. But yeah, he's such a crybaby, and he's like 25 years old. Like, the guy is ancient, and he's like, you know,
that's just the amenity of the internet. When you
He's
have
5 years old. I'm
He's
sorry
probably-
for those of you out there that are 25 years old. You're apparently now
Yeah.
ancient.
Just
I
get out the
mean-
way.
Yeah, but compared to like the 18, 19-year-olds that he's, attacking, that's part of the Dalek mod, like 25 versus 19-year-olds, like there's a
we're looking
6-year
like this. He's
difference.
still playing Minecraft.
I mean, Minecraft's actually
And-
pretty creative.
And here's the
I don't
shocking
know.
thing. His Clyde mod that has been 6, 7 years in the works, okay, finally came out. And guess what? It's shit. Everyone hates it. It's broken, it's buggy, it's glitchy, and somebody even found Dalek mod code in the game. Like, code that belongs strictly from the Dalek mod was copied and pasted into the Doctor Who client mod.
Quick thing on that.
And I'll prove it to you.
No, I'm gonna say if he brought it up, it must be something specifically unique to it. I know what you're thinking. You're probably like, a lot of code has the same. Like, what I thought initially was, a lot of code must be the same, right? It's probably likely that when you're creating a mod, it's similar, that you're gonna get some, similar like code. But I assume there's something
Right.
unique about it.
I assume, yeah, there's got to be some unique aspect. You can't just claim, oh no,
Yeah.
they took some code. They
Well-
took some random code.
Well, the code,
It's like, that's a random movement
specifically
code.
says-
Like, fuck you.
the code specifically says Dalek mod assets or something.
Oh well, yeah.
Well, then yeah, it's stealing. But what I've been told by my
Here it is. Found it.
what I've been told by my programming professor is that plagiarize as much as you want when it comes to coding. Like
What the fuck?
usually in school they're like, "Oh, don't plagiarize. It's bad." But when it comes to coding, you want to plagiarize because you don't want to have to rewrite all the code that you've already written or that somebody else has already written. Like,
I can understand that for general code. Like, okay, I need this basis. I need this foundation for something. But when it's something that's geared to something so specifically, at what point does it actually become plagiarism?
that's the fine line thing, anyway.
I'd say, anything beyond a foundation, I would consider bad.
Like, he tells us that if you need to know how to do something or if you need something to be done, just look it up on the internet and copy paste it. Done.
I mean, yeah.
Like, simple as that.
But again, foundations. You're
Well,
going to find
yeah.
foundations there. You're gonna, whatever you need from that. But you're not going
But
to
if you
find
take a
super
look at-
specific code for some companies' highly protected code. If you take that, I'm pretty sure they're gonna have a problem with that.
Right. But if you take a look at this code right here, on the third thing that's circled, you can clearly see that it says mod/Dalek mod models.
Does that? Have you looked? I mean, you've looked at the mod. Does it have your models in it?
It doesn't have the models, but a guy named Subdivide installed the Dalek mod within the client mod. And before the installation, the client mod is excruciatingly unstable. Once he downloaded the Dalek mod into the client mod, it becomes completely stable. So the very thing that the Eye King hates is required to keep his build from crashing.
I don't know. I am not a coder, so I don't know how any of that works.
But yeah, that's the big thing, dude. Red Dash left the Dalek mod team. It's a travesty.
All right.
All right.
Sad face.
Controversy, yay.
It happens.
Or nay, I guess.
So, wow.
So that's my week. That's
All
my
right.
week.
Remember,
Trust me.
Nick, how you questioned why don't I have the title? There you fucking go. All right, go,
All right,
Nick.
then.
You're next, by the way.
No.
Because you have super fucking stupid long weeks. Go.
I don't want to be next. No.
No, you're gonna be next.
No, you have long weeks. I'm going down by order of long week.
All right.
Of-
Fine.
And then
how
by
long
that,
the
fucking,
weeks
it'll
are.
be fucking me next, and then Ian, and then Chris.
Mm-hmm.
Or Chris.
Actually,
no.
Ian has the
Chris
shortest
and Ian.
weeks because he's just like, oh, try not to fail.
He doesn't care to fucking put himself out there.
All right. So what did I do this week?
No one cares. We're done here.
Well then.
So my week.
Fuck you. Anime as per usual. I watched our anime homework, of course, and then Akame got killed.
We watched it in the first fucking day. Like I think after the fucking podcast ended.
Immediately after the podcast, I watched it. Yes, and finished it in that one sitting. Danmachi, anyway.
This is what a fucking neat looks like, everybody.
And that next day, when I woke up, I'm like, you know what? I want to watch another anime, and I watched Akame got killed all the way through in basically one sitting.
God. So,
I know I do. All
I've
right.
seen most of that shit.
Akame got kills pretty damn good. They do things well. By the things I mean killing
they
characters
do
off.
the thing
Like,
well.
all right,
Oh.
so in a show like, I'm gonna use this because I somewhat know it, The Walking Dead. In The Walking Dead, characters get killed off all the time. You know, hey, you're a character dead. But the thing they do in Walking Dead is that they build the characters up the same episode that they die. So it's very obvious that this character is going to die on that episode because they're building that character up in that episode. What Akame got killed does is that they build the characters up over time instead of just like the episode they're going to die. So it makes it so that you don't know if a character is actually going to live or die in a certain scenario.
The characters die pretty sporadically and just like out of nowhere.
Yeah, but that's what's so good about the show. It's basically
The whole
just like
show is like fucking. The whole show doesn't give a fuck who lives and who dies.
yeah, it's basically just oh, so you're fighting this turn? All right, you live. Oh, but you die now. Like
Basically.
it's great how it does it. It makes it so that you can't really predict who's going to die, and it's awesome because of that.
You can predict everybody, then everybody dies.
Okay, yeah, but still, like it's
Good job on basically fucking. Okay, wait, no.
what? No, that's not.
That's how it works in the fucking horse races. You just, if you vote on every horse, you're gonna get one.
I mean, yeah, but that's not very efficient now, is it?
Eh.
Anyway, yeah, Akame Kill. Watch that in one sitting right after Danmachi, which I like both. Akame Got Killed give like a
Oh yeah,
7.
fucking general question. How many people watch the anime homework? CLG
Me.
exclude.
I didn't.
I didn't hear anyone else
Yeah.
respond. Either you cut out or I didn't hear anything.
First
I
episode.
didn't because school.
Yep. Figured.
What are you gonna? What's your excuse gonna be over summer, Ian?
Laziness, probably.
Yeah,
He's not even denying it.
yeah. Well, that's what we. Well, it's it's expected now. So, all right, back to your fucking bit of a week.
Yes, it's very pitiful. Yeah. Been
Tired?
playing. No, just yawning. Been playing the Overwatches quite a bit since that came back out of closed beta.
Into
Probably,
the open beta.
yeah, probably gonna end up buying it because, well, it's Overwatch. Of course I will. It's a fun game. Yeah, I'm playing good amount of it.
Maybe a little overrated.
I wouldn't say so. Its merits. It matches up to its merits.
It was the only over pun I could make.
Maybe I think you might
The
be
only
overreacting
over
to
pun.
that.
The only over pun I
That
can
work?
make.
Well, it didn't fit in the context, so overreaction worked there.
It's good enough.
There's a
Don't
fine-
worry.
There's a fine art to puns.
Oh yeah. Speaking of puns, so the teacher at our school who is most pun attuned and makes puns quite regularly is Miss Young.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, like
Oh, fuck, I forgot how
chemistry
much she
teacher,
does that.
lots of chemistry puns. Of course, why not? Mr. Grant is another teacher at our school. He hates puns, so Miss Young likes to kind of annoy him with that fact. And so I make a hell of a lot of puns at school. By hell of a lot, I mean so much so that now whenever I make a pun, I gotta put $1 in a squirrel, at least in Mr. Grant's class.
You should keep making
Unless
puns
it's a
in his
good
pun.
pun. At which point I don't actually have to do that.
No, keep making shitty puns and put more dollars in his thing. More
Goes
dollars
to
in his
class
jar.
things like
Either that or just put
pencils and
dollars in
bullshit.
fucking
Huh?
his jar.
You cut out there, Chris, what?
Just put dollars in his jar. Just do that.
Just hand them $50 in advance for the rest of the year. We've got a week left. This should cover it.
Oh yeah. There's also varying degrees of like, if this pun was like pretty good, you only gotta do 50 cents. If it was really good, you don't gotta do any monies.
In
Anyway.
$50, it'll maybe cover you.
Anyway. So Miss Young makes puns to Mr. Grant. So she made a pun, and then Mr. Grant went to Miss Young. Oh god, that was a Nick pun. Yeah,
You gonna get through this?
that's the entire story. My
Okay.
puns are known so much that the teachers are like, oh god, that's a Nick pun. It was that bad.
I
And
see.
that's the entire story! I'm a great storyteller, didn't you know?
I guess.
It took me like a minute to get through that. I don't know what the
Minute? Really?
Okay,
I
more than a
counted at
minute.
least 7.
Okay, maybe a little more than a minute. Maybe a little more than a minute.
Alright.
Yeah, Kame got killed. That happened. Oh yeah, one of my college classes finished up this week, and I aced it, so that's nice.
Ooh.
Ooh, I know. I'm a smart little boy.
Yeah,
No, I would not
Where
repeat that.
you're a special little snowflake, little boy.
Wait, why wouldn't I repeat that? Look, I'm a smart little boy.
It just sounded bad.
Smart little boy? How does that sound
Yeah,
bad?
well, just little boy in general, just you don't know.
What? Soft and supple.
Fakun's fuss.
Yes, like
supple.
Pakun's paws. Of course. That's the only thing you could go to in that scenario. Pakun's
Do you not
fucking
remember that?
paws.
Do you not remember that scene?
I remember that
Soft and
scene.
supple.
I know.
Naruto, by the way, for anyone who doesn't know.
Pakun's a little bitch.
Soft and supple.
I know.
It's one of my favorite scenes.
Other than that, I've also been playing lots of Hearthstone. I haven't actually gone back to Diablo 3, which is weird for me because I usually play each season, but I just haven't had that urge to do that this season. Mainly because they didn't really change much this season. Like, they changed some legendary gems, but that's about it.
Cool. You get +3 of this instead of +2 of this. Game changer!
No. Like, I think for Goguk of Swiftness, instead of it being like, oh, it scales to this level, it does this as well. I don't know. This hasn't tickled my fancy this time around.
It hasn't tickled my fancy this time around.
Tickled my fancy is a really bad fucking expression.
It hasn't
Is it?
tickled my
Tickle my
fancy.
fancy.
What's
It
wrong
hasn't
with
tickled
tickled my
your
fancy? What's wrong with
It hasn't
that?
tickled my fancy.
My
It sounds like
fancy.
you go up,
Everything.
hey,
Everything is wrong
it sounds like
with
you
that.
go up to a woman of the night and go, I'll give you $30 to tickle my fancy.
What the
See,
hell's a fancy?
An innuendo!
Is it?
It sounds like it.
Does it?
Or is it? You can tickle my fancy any day.
Okay, now
There
I
you
see. Now I see where it is.
Oh yeah, you couldn't get with mine, but fucking fuck you.
Uh
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
gonna get it with mine, but fucking fuck you.
huh. I've also been watching a good amount of Hearthstone on Twitch.tv. DreamHack is this weekend, or was this weekend. Competitive esports and all that. Yay.
Is it on ESPN 3?
It might be actually. I don't know.
I remember when Dota went to fucking ESPN 3 and everyone was so butthurt about it.
I mean, I don't see how. Like, cool. Video games are getting more mainstream. Why not?
Because old people can't accept that?
Why not?
Well,
though?
people can accept video game for sport.
It's because it's not what they're used to. It's like, oh, you're gonna fucking change the fucking definition of what a fucking sport is? Fuck you.
I guess. Sure.
Back in my day, we had a fucking touch a ball.
I thought you were saying like, oh, the fans of the game got butthurt over it. Yeah.
No, the fucking
Oh, okay.
regular viewers of the fucking footballs and soccers. and,
Yeah.
you know, professional pong or something. What is it? What was there something stupid? Professional cup stacking. Everyone's okay with that though.
I think it was professional table tennis.
Professional.
When it was professional hot dog
No.
eating. That's what it was.
No, there's professional cup stacking and poker.
No.
Yeah, the most fucking thrilling of fucking sports everyone's okay with is poker.
No, like specifically, like professional hot dog eating was like on there, and that was what people got butthurt over.
That's
The
not what
fact
I'm
they
talking
couldn't watch
about.
your stupid hot
That's
dog
not what I'm
eating.
talking about.
Or something
You can't
like
watch
that.
your
I don't
hot
know.
dog.
It may be a similar thing. I'm talking about when Dota, the fucking, was it TI4? I don't know what TI we're on at this point.
We
Anyway,
could be
continue.
on the last one. Who knows? Gefilte fish.
At least it wasn't the Shanghai Majors.
Oh God, what exactly happened
You know.
in the Shanghai Majors?
The client in of itself got fucked up due to some bugs, and just generally, it was a horrible experience for everyone who went because like the hotel was bad. There's a fucking great video made by Try Mike, for instance, who is a great Dota YouTuber,
Can you send
and
me the
it's
link?
so funny. Yeah, I'll do it in a minute.
All right.
It's a funny fucking video. Like in the fucking actual game, there's just a bug that causes a constant fucking alarm sound to go off. It's horrible. It still persists today too. It's still there.
Ugh.
It's just randomly while you're observing the match. Fucking, that's great to put on your fucking Twitches. Tell you want your game to be seen.
Also, all the clubs ended this week. At least had their last meetings of the year. For instance, Anime Club. We had a giant party. I brought Smash Brothers. We got pizza, cookies, chips, soda.
Giant is a relative term.
There was actually a good amount of... Like, there was more people there than in our usual meetings.
Yes, but giant is a relative term.
By giant, I mean about 12 people compared to, like, 7 usually in club. We also had our final party for, like, D&D, which was more of, like, a hey, we're having a bigger party tomorrow. Come to that instead. So yeah, those were fun. Enjoyed them. Also, NHS had their last meeting of the year. National Honor Society.
Are you part of NHS?
Yeah. So is Chris. What's up,
Why?
Chris?
Because it
Oh.
looks legitimate. Looks good on resumes. That's literally it.
Yeah. And really,
Look,
you have to go to a
I was
meeting
in
for like
honor
an hour.
society.
That's about it.
It's a fucking hour
meeting an hour,
time.
meeting an hour for once a month.
Yeah.
Kind of sit there and say you just kind of sit there and agree with everything that's happening, and they don't really give a fuck about anything else. No, actually, no. Pay your money up and get your hours in and keep your grades up. And
So
You pay
basically,
for being NHS?
it's like $10. I don't know.
fuck.
That's like a fortune to me, motherfucker. $10. You know how much fucking McDonald's I can buy with that?
But
10 burgers.
But McDonald's is bad for you.
Oh, it's horrible. I haven't eaten McDonald's in like 3 years. And then just recently, my mother brought me back. So I'm like, well, I guess this is my lunch now. And I had fucking chicken nuggets. Holy shit, they're good, but I have no idea what they're made of.
I know. The same thing happened to
They
me
don't-
this week too. Like,
They
They're
don't
not
feel like
chicken.
food. They don't feel like food, but they taste good. So I'm eating this
Ew.
thing and being super conflicted.
the same thing happened to me this week as well. Like, I just the past 2 days I've only had McDonald's. Like, chicken nuggets.
Why?
Chicken nuggets, like everything.
Do you want to die? That's how you die. Pretty sure that's how you die.
I mean, yeah. I would say so. Yeah, that is kind of how you die.
Hey, you want to commit legal suicide? Just eat fast food from America.
Yeah, but other than that, I haven't eaten like fast food in like a year and a half. Actually, I think.
I mean, other stuff is good. McDonald's is the worst, but like you got Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
That shit.
Chick-fil-A's. What's the worst fast food restaurant to you guys?
McDonald's.
Yeah.
Nothing about McDonald's is real.
It's
I don't
shitty.
trust the clown either.
It's shitty
Right.
food, but at the same time, it's food. Like, nom.
At the same time, it's also not food.
Yeah.
I'd say that's the worst.
Yeah.
Anyway, sidetracks. Continue on your pitiful whatever. I made that joke already.
I think that's actually about it for my week.
Oh. Chris,
That's-
you can heard.
Sure. No, Dominic. You have.
Oh,
slightly
actually,
longer-
one more thing.
Nope.
Up, not done.
I read some manga in the manga store, so that was fun.
I'm pretty sure they don't like it when you do that.
I mean, I walked in, I read like a chapter and walked out.
Oh, My Hero Academia. You told
Yeah.
me about this.
My Hero Academia. Manga's pretty
How's
good.
it?
I like the chapter, and
Show's pretty good.
I'll watch that in like 7 weeks when it finishes its run, so that I can binge it.
Good so far.
Throughout
I like it more than the
entire
manga
night.
because the manga is like, I tend to skim when I read manga, and the manga is just like so many fucking words. Like there's so many text in the manga. I end up missing a lot of things. So it's anime is better for me.
I found like I don't think I've ever read manga before like a month ago when World
I
God.
told you to read the manga of World God Only Knows because the anime doesn't show you everything.
Yeah, but now I'm actually really liking manga, and I'm going back to like read Soul Eater as well because apparently the anime and manga are very different of Soul Eater.
Yeah, and stuff like fucking what was it? There's a pretty popular one. World's Strongest Disciple, Kenichi. That anime only goes to like so far into the manga, and the manga is like fucking leagues ahead. So,
Yeah.
want any of that? You gotta read the manga.
A weird. Oh yeah, I also
They
read-
for anime interpretations of manga, they usually only do like a short portion of the actual like story in order to get you to buy the books.
Well, it depends on how many seasons. Like, you know, if you're gonna
Yeah.
have one season, you try to do the most interesting stuff. But when you have an ongoing series of things, you know, you typically do everything.
Yeah.
I also while I was in that manga shop, I also read some of the West Wind Brigade, which is like a side story for Log Horizon about Kanishi's Guild, I think it was his name. I don't remember exactly. But something like that.
All right. You also went to a manga shop, so
Yeah.
I wasn't even aware there were any around here. This fucking scar of the earth.
Is it in? I'll tell you where it was later.
Dude, whoever fucking decided to settle in a desert's a fucking asshole.
I don't know.
I don't mind it that much.
Oh, it's fucking hard. Hey, when you fucking grew up in California,
Oh, all right.
it's like, why would I leave here?
That's where your issues stem.
Wait, we're going where?
Goddamn foreigner.
Satan's butthole is equivalent on the earth? Okay.
I mean, it's only like the flappy
It
parts
gets harder.
of his butthole.
It's hard. It's hotter in other.
It's hotter, but it's fucking still hot. Here. I cannot take the heat. I go barefoot in snow, I don't give a fuck. Heat, fuck that shit.
Dude, I wear a black jacket every day. I don't know what's your problem.
I'm not a resident here. That's why. I'm not,
Like,
locally grown.
since, I think, 2nd grade, actually, I think I've worn a black jacket, like, every day.
This just means you're a fucking... Why? Why'd you do that?
Because I could, I guess.
You have like 12 of them in your fucking closet?
Yeah, I actually do have one for each day of the week.
The fuck?
He doesn't. But
I do, though. I mean, I don't wear each
Why
of them.
would you know, Chris?
I mean, I usually...
I mean, who realistically has fucking one? Who realistically has 7 identically same jackets that are all for each different day of the week? Like, what
Well,
the fuck is wrong?
I mean,
Well,
on some days, I just wear the
no.
same one over again because I'm just like, I want to wear this one again. But I do, like, switch out of them, like, almost every day.
Well, I went back around 4 years ago. I went to JCPenney and I found a flannel shirt that I liked, so I bought 10 of them.
That's all guys
Oh
need.
my
They need one shirt.
God.
They buy 3 of them. That's it. We're good for about 2 years.
For me, it's like cargo shorts are the best thing ever.
Cargo shorts.
Like, just having all those pockets is awesome.
You need fucking parachute pants.
Fucking parachute pants.
Parachute pants.
Parachute pants.
Why not?
Because parachute pants are fucking shit.
I don't even really know what parachute pants are. I think they have like 10 million pockets though, if I'm correct.
10 million. No, parachute pants are the thing like MC Hammer wears.
Who the fuck is MC Hammer?
You don't know who MC Hammer is?
I know he did the Hammer Time thing, but that's all I know.
Okay, yeah. Like,
I still don't know who the fuck he is.
parachute pants are just basically very baggy pants
Imagine how many pockets you could fit on that.
that don't have any pockets.
What the fuck? Pants that don't have pockets are the worst thing in mankind.
I know.
Just-
They're horrible. Like,
I have one pair of shorts that just like doesn't have pockets, and I'm like, well, I don't have any other shorts, so I have to wear you now.
like when
And I get out of them if possible. Because there's pockets are so useful.
I know. Like the worst.
Whoever invented the pocket needs to be like a fucking god. We need to revere that person.
We need to build like a statue to that guy with pockets. So everyone
Yes,
puts
the
stuff-
wall. We give him a statue with pockets.
The thing I hate
a
the
statue with
most
pockets.
about like workout shorts or stuff like that, like sports shorts, like the flowy ones, is that they don't have any pockets for some fucking reason. I can't hold my phone. I can't hold my DS. I can't hold my wallet. I can't hold shit.
Hey, you want
in
to do
those.
fucking? Want to hold an iPod while
That's-
you're fucking working out? Fuck you.
Why would you hold an iPod while you're working out? That's horrible.
It's fucking. You do like intense, like fucking, like you know how when boxers beat that one bag over and over again, you do that with an iPod in your hand.
God damn, that's horrible.
It sucks.
Yeah, that's
I
like.
imagine it would suck anyway.
Yeah, no, I've tried like just holding it in my
Why?
hand. because I didn't have pockets. I was wearing those sports shorts that didn't have any pockets. I tried holding it. It was a horrible experience. I ended up just like making my chest very sweaty and then just sticking it on there because holding it was such a horrible experience.
Hold on. What?
What?
You say you stick your iPod to your chest? What?
Yeah. What?
That works?
Yeah, like you run for like
you
a
sweat
minute.
glue?
No. Like you run for like 5 minutes and then you're all sweaty, and then you just like stick it on there. It's fine. Like the sweat creates like a sort of friction that makes it so that the phone doesn't fall off. Am I the only one that does this?
The new concept to me.
I guess. I mean, is it? Sure. I mean, that's what I do. That's what I did anyway. From then on, I have never worn those shorts again because they're horrible without pockets. Like the worst. Anyway, that's my week. Chris, go ahead.
Hope it's Dominic first, because
right.
Yeah, it's semi.
What did I do this week? Well, I suggested and did the anime homework. I watched it again because why the fuck not?
I don't know why. I literally, why would?
Actually, the reason I suggested is because I wanted to watch it again. I needed an excuse to.
Dick.
What else? I think I worked on D&D to make that happen. That was nice.
Spoilers.
No, he does.
Oh, like this is gonna be fucking up. Oh, now you have to put that up, don't you? You have to put that up first. Haha.
1 hour,
Working,
1
bitch.
minute, 20 seconds.
Oh fuck you. Well, that happened. D&D happened.
God damn it! 1 hour, 1 minute, 49 seconds.
Ian died.
Fuck you.
Hey. Made some Yu-Gi-Oh decks. What else did I do? I started watching a different anime that I am now going to recommend this week. I think we will relate to it very well. Like, it pretty much portrays us, let's just say. Besides that, I played a shit ton of...
Nope, I don't have an idea of what you have, but I have an idea. I have another.
Is it Chirobako?
I don't have an idea of what you have, but I may have an idea of what you have.
Is it Chirobako? It's Chirobako, isn't it?
I have no idea what that is.
Is it It's Chirobako.
What the fuck is Shirobako? Yeah, no, it's not. I'm looking at the title right now. It's not Shirobako.
Oh, alright.
I played a shit ton of Dark Souls 3. I beat the game. I don't know if that was last week or this week, but I beat it. Fucking started playing the second playthrough. Almost done beating it now. Again. Can't wait for the DLC for that to come out. This game, holy shit. If I was going to recommend a game of the year,
It's
this
apparently
game
the
is
last
pretty
one,
good.
though.
It is the last game in the Soul series. So that's a little sad, but I'm curious what they're going to do, because they're probably not going to abandon the fucking mechanics, because they're probably just going to move it to a new name, like they did with Demon Souls.
The guy said that he wants to make mech games, so...
They have a history of making mech games. They made the Armored Core series.
Apparently they made some really bad Armored Cores.
Yeah. They also made the Kingsfield series. I just learned that today. I want to go back and play those. Besides that, I think that's it, really. I had a pretty normal week.
Alright.
Yeah, that's it. Chris, you can go.
Chris, go!
Why is he being silent?
He's a dick, that's why. Chris, go!
died.
I played games on my phone and did stuff and watched one episode of the fucking
I assume that's time
anime
constraints.
homework, yeah, trying to get homework done.
Yeah. I imagined. We expect that out of you now. Ian, just nothing.
Yeah.
Like
you
summer,
follow the rules,
during
at
summer,
least.
yeah. During summer, yeah, I'll probably fucking watch. I'll probably absolutely watch it. Watch the entire thing, maybe if I actually like it. But for now it's just kind of.
All right.
Alright. Ian, what'd you do this week?
Trying not to fail school. Currently working
said
on
it.
I'm making a website for my final project,
Ooh.
so that's going to be fun.
Journalism?
Yes.
Really? What are you using? Like
I will show
Squarespace
you.
or something?
I'm probably going to be using Weebly.
Oh, that works too.
But if you want proof that I have to make a website of this, I will show you the paper, the rubric. It's not a rubric. It's
No, we don't need
No,
proof.
we don't need proof.
That's just
It's
weird.
fine.
But yeah, I'm going to be focusing on that mainly later today, since today is actually tomorrow.
Hey! It's the 8th of May.
Day is actually tomorrow. That's the thing.
Rub 'em nip. Yeah, so,
All right.
Alright.
At the end of the week, so you good now?
Yep, alright.
Yeah.
Hey, we
Took
did
an
it.
hour.
It's not bad. It could
Yeah.
be worse.
Yeah, but if you look at how the hour was divided,
I mean... It was mostly...
It was pretty good.
Yeah, besides you two, it was fine. You two, alright. Chris and Ian, like, not doing much of the hour. It's fine.
All right. So, has anything... There's some interesting things that have been happening recently. Some new fucking announcements and release dates.
For instance?
Starting tomorrow, Ruby Chibi comes out.
Oh, yeah, that wasn't actually a joke.
Wasn't actually a joke, like I predicted. Huh. So yeah, it's gonna be a weekly fucking show. It comes out on the, I guess today actually. The 8th.
For sponsors, or...
It does only come out for sponsors, but
Okay.
it will come out to the YouTubes at some other point.
Yeah.
I think sometime this week coming. I don't know. I'm not really filled with news this week.
Not much happened, to my knowledge, anyway.
This is finals week.
Oh, yeah, for college, anyway.
Yeah, well, I mean, for, basically the rest of the world. It's called fucking finals week.
Yeah.
We've got our finals coming up.
Um,
That's going to be fun.
Most of my finals are gonna be, like, fucking whatever. Because, like, for math, I don't have to take it. Because if you have a...
You have a 90 in the thing, you don't have to take it. Yeah,
95, yeah.
it's a good system.
Yeah, I like it. I don't think I've taken a single final in his class because of that system, which is pretty awesome. I can use that whole 2-hour block, because, by the way, you have to stay for the entire 2 hours, which sucks. Like, study for another final, though I think that final is the last final I have to take, so I guess I'm not studying for another final. Probably
It's going to be so
just
easy.
play.
I only have 3 classes, so I only have to take 3 finals. Oh, yeah, TLG, you were talking about how the fucking bill didn't pass, and now we're supposedly screwed over?
Yeah, apparently the
Can you talk
teacher
about
said
that?
the bill passed. And
No,
I'm looking at her and I'm saying she's lying out of her teeth because I showed you the articles. The bill didn't pass.
Yeah.
So is she lying out of her teeth?
Yeah,
What?
must be. Maybe they were just told not to say anything and refute anything if they did. Who did you
please-
ask?
Wait, hang on. Really quick, go from the beginning, because...
I know, TLG, can you explain this whole situation? Because I don't even understand it fully.
Okay. So for the past month, the school has been fighting this uphill battle with somebody that doesn't want the credit hours that we have to count, and there was this bill that was supposedly going to be passed that would counteract him, and if it didn't pass, not only would our student credits not be counted, but also our diplomas would be worth less. Not worthless, worth less than it originally was when we, started the school year. And the other, last week, the bill did not pass. And I linked it to, was it last week or yesterday?
Yesterday.
It was yesterday.
It was yesterday.
Can you look in again, please?
It was to a Facebook article that basically said it didn't pass. It didn't really say anything besides that.
Right, and there were these other sub links that you could go to that essentially goes into further detail.
I
But
didn't see this.
essentially, it said that the bill didn't pass, and of course, I was worried shitless. But today, during the big senior brunch, the superintendent, I guess that's her name, that told us earlier that this was going on, said that the bill did pass and it was on the desk of the governor. And I'm looking at her, giving her, this weird look thinking to myself, you're lying out of your teeth. I've seen the article. It didn't pass 39-17.
Yeah.
And Ian was there, right? You were there.
Yeah.
You saw it, and she essentially said, "Oh yeah, it passed," but it didn't. It didn't pass.
So somebody's
What was
lying
the
here.
name? What was the name of the bill again? She said the name of the bill.
Are you sure you're talking about the same bill? Because
Do you think they would pass two different bills at the same time?
I don't know.
I mean, they could have.
Can you just remember? Can you just remember what the bill was called? Actually, wait, that's probably a bad idea on the podcast because someone could
Why?
trace the bill, and then trace it to our school.
I mean, they already know.
I mean,
Yeah, sure. They'll trace
at this
one,
point,
two,
no. Wait, there's nothing linking that to our school. I don't
Yeah.
think.
Actually, it is.
does it specifically list like
The
our
bill is not
school?
specific. The bill is not specific to our school. It actually was
It would
based off
have
something
to
else.
be.
It was
It
based
would
on-
have to
No,
be
it's
general
actually-
though.
It is actually specific to our school.
It isn't. I read the
I
article.
do not
It's not.
remember the name.
I read the
I
small
did.
article that was attached to the Facebook link. It was not specific to our school.
Like most laws can't be like super specific and be like this specific school. Like it could be schools of this type, but it couldn't be like this specific
Well,
school.
At the very least, the example used was not even our school. So our school isn't even mentioned
Yeah.
in that article. So not a problem.
Yeah.
Can we find the name of that bill? Because I'm interested.
So that.
Oh, do you know what she said it was called? Because I can't remember the numbers and letters. she
That's
said.
just what I
I
was
don't
saying,
remember.
basically. I can get it's on my history.
All right. Find it. Sure. So yeah, potentially we're all fucked.
Potentially.
I don't
That's-
give a fuck.
Potentially.
I don't.
So is
Yeah,
it the
right,
college
fuck yeah.
credits that are void or the high school credits?
Yes.
College?
College credits.
Well, that's shitty.
So I guess you guys don't need to do those college projects.
I mean, I
Mhm.
still don't want to, get like a B or an F.
I mean, it kind of looks bad somewhere, and it's like, so why did you fucking absolutely fail all your classes at that point?
Oh, because
Arizona lawmakers reject property tax break for Grand Canyon University, other for-profit colleges. On a 39-17 vote, the Arizona House of Representatives voted against a Senate Bill 1402, which would have cut property taxes for accredited for-profit schools. Public schools do not pay property taxes. So basically, they're not getting a break on seemingly property tax, and that's cutting into our funds, I guess.
What? That doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
I don't know. That's what it is. I can give you the link to the article. That's just
Yeah.
what it is. I didn't understand it either. That's why I'm confused.
Like,
Yeah,
how
I'm
does,
confused too.
How does that
Like-
affect like the validity of?
It doesn't seem like it does.
It shouldn't.
I'm just telling you what I've been told.
Arizona lawmakers nix tax breaks for Grand Canyon universities for public schools. It's all the same thing about tax stuff. I don't know. This also may, fucking have something to do with the colleges and the auditors and everything that happened recently. I mean, that seems like a whole other private matter.
Yeah. Like it doesn't seem like one thing should affect the other, but it does.
This
did,
somehow
according
does
to
something, and they still lied about it. They were talking about this specific bill and they lied about their results, so it must affect them in some way where it affects us.
I mean, why would they lie? I mean, I guess since that, like, the senior brunch thing, like, oh, everyone's supposed to be happy that they're graduating and all that. Don't put them down, but lying...
Well, you said that they weren't supposed... Like, they asked you not to spread it around.
They asked us to correct.
So, you know, maybe it's panic control. Once again, I still don't see the link, but
Plus,
I don't know, I might be wrong.
lying about it is worse than just not mentioning it. At least for me,
Really
it
don't-
would be worse. Like, if they don't...
Generally, if you're gonna fucking address the public, you do not want to tell them that what they're currently doing is worthless. So,
I mean, you still don't want to lie to them and tell them that it is. Like, at that point, just don't mention it.
well, I imagine then there's a backup plan. Like, okay, we're gonna instill a backup plan where everything will be at least somewhat saved, and we don't have to mention this until then. There's no reason to have an overreaction until there's a fucking fix.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But
more
if
on
the
that
fix
later,
doesn't
and
go
when we get more information.
through, then they're kind of fucked. And we're kind of
I mean, at that point, you just say it, but you want to, you know, keep it as long as possible.
I suppose.
Damage control is important.
Mm-hmm. So is the...
We'll talk
gonna-
more on that later when we have more information about the subject.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go heat up a chicken pot pie. You guys okay with that?
Probably.
Sure. We could start
Yeah.
anime homework then, since he doesn't really contribute to that.
That's early. But I guess, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it fits out pretty well. So, anime homework this week. Dan Machi.
Is it wrong to try and pick up girls in a dungeon?
Or that shitty English name.
Weird title.
Fits with the grandpa dude, I guess. Sure.
Basically only.
Yeah. That's about it.
What? They said one sentence in like the last 2 episodes that made it.
Was it in
related
the
to
last?
title.
Was it in the last 2 episodes where the grandpa said that?
Yeah.
I thought it was the
It
first
was in,
episode.
I think, the second to last. No, second to last episode. Or
Like-
was it?
I think.
Oh no, I'm thinking of the other one, the romance one.
Yeah, no, the first episode, he's like, "Is it wrong to try and pick up girls in a dungeon?" or something like that.
Like if you're gonna get a girl, you need to get her in a dungeon, and you need to like fucking, you know, cliche, save her so she'll fall for you and all that stuff.
Belle is the main character, by the way. So, Dan Machi. Show about... Well, you explain this, Iggy.
Fantasy show about fucking basically guild-like people. They have like a bunch of people who are in like families or familias. They serve under a god, and they go into the dungeon and either, you know, explore, get money, do whatever, and they bring it back to their god, and like, yay, that's how we live in this society.
Mm-hmm.
And it's about a fucking... The MC is basically like a familia-less kid, and he basically gets picked up by this one god who's also fucking alone, and they start their own familia, and that's basically it.
Yep.
It's all about the fucking main character wanting to get stronger.
And it has a lot of video game elements, but it's not set in a video game, which makes it a lot better.
Like stat, for some reason, and
Yeah.
abilities.
Stats, abilities,
Titles.
passives, titles, yeah. All that. But it doesn't try
Dungeons,
to... It doesn't try to...
respawning, item drops.
It doesn't try to rationalize that in a video game sense, which I thought was awesome.
It's a weird distinction. Like, it's just weird how when you enter in the element, like, even just saying, you know, this is a video game system versus not saying it, how different it'll feel.
Like,
Because Don Machi took a pure fantasy approach to it as opposed to making it a video game, it's so different.
like when they mention that it's a video game setting, you're gonna be like, okay, we should be able to get some technical jargon in here and all that. But with Don Machi, they're like, no, it's not a video game. It has video game-like elements, but it's not a video game. So they don't have to use up time explaining.
It's
like,
weirdly like,
the video game
you know, within like
elements.
the 2 extremes, like Log Horizon with, you know, Don Machi, and then like the middle ground would be like Overlord, where
Yeah.
Overlord took both elements, and Log Horizon is just straight up fucking
video game. The reason Log Horizon was good is that it explained things and made sure those explanations
Yeah,
were
so that's the
actually
good
apt.
example of that
Yeah.
type of the video game fantasy when it explains it. Got Overlord, who almost kind of explains some stuff and doesn't, but then it just kind of, you know, fantasy.
Yeah.
And then the pure fantasy.
You
Subgenres.
Yeah. I think Don Machi handles that handles the scenario it's in very well, and is able to not really contradict itself very much, if at all.
Unlike last week, I didn't find any story contradictions.
Yeah, no, it's pretty succinct in its explanations, and as such, it creates a great world. So
It has some pretty good fight scenes.
yeah,
There's
like,
one specific fight scene I remember very well when
was
he
it?
fights a Minotaur.
Yeah, that
For some reason, that I like when that episode came out, I watched it again because that fight scene was so good.
like the fight scenes were what really stood out to me for like the first couple episodes, but it didn't really hit me that the fight scenes were amazing till the Minotaur fight scene, where in the middle of like all these cool moves and animations and all that, which by the way, the animation fight scenes is awesome. He picks up it's awesome.
The Minotaur's weapon. He picks up the Minotaur's
he picks up the Minotaur's own weapon and uses it as his own, which is a fucking amazing, awesome thing. Like, that's when it clicked for me that, like, the fight scenes were just amazing.
Hey,
I think
guys,
from that point,
guys, I'm actually going to have to go to bed now. Sorry, I have to leave.
Alright, sure.
but your contribution to. All right.
See ya.
Yeah, whatever.
Night.
Night.
You don't even get your recommendation in.
Woo.
All right. Well, basically,
What were you saying?
I was gonna say you don't get your
can't hear
recommendation
anything
in.
One moment.
That's good.
Mm-hmm. So, Dan Matchy.
So, what were you saying, Iggy?
I'm saying you're not gonna get your recommendation of Card Fight Vanguard.
Uh-huh.
Does that break our system?
Fight. Haha.
No, we still have a fourth person here to vote, so
All right. All right.
So, yeah, good night.
night. So, back to
Ugh.
Dan Matchy. Yeah, I really enjoyed
Oddly
it.
enough, like we've tried to talk about this, but there's not a lot to say about it.
I mean,
Like there's no
it's
big
definitely
defining moments besides that fight.
it's definitely good. It's just that it's not excellent.
Nah,
Like, it's above
it's a good
average.
watch.
It's above average in everything it does. Well, except for like one thing, which, by the way, that one thing is the sound effects. They sound shitty.
Some of the sound effects. I think.
Like
There's like one specific sound effect.
like
that was
in
really
episode
bad.
3 when like the big ape thing, whatever it is crashing around all over the place, and like
Silverback.
yeah, Silverback, when it crashes into things, it makes a crashing sound, which sounds like it's insanely distorted. Like, it sounds like the mic got peaked and there was just like a bunch of distorted sounds, like, and it just like completely takes you out of the experience.
I mean, besides that, I didn't notice any of the sound effects except one, which is when they eat a sandwich, it crunches like they just broke a plate. That's the only other thing I saw. The rest of them sounded appropriate.
Yeah, that was really weird. Also, the background characters are CG. At first, they hit it pretty well, but you could still tell, like, the frame rate on them is different from, like, the frame rate of the main characters in the foreground. And then in the later episodes, it's blatant that, like, oh yeah, these background characters are CG, which I'm fine with, but at the same time, I would have liked it if they still, like, tried to hide it using that earlier method, whatever they did.
I will admit, the first time I watched Don Machi with you, I had no idea they used CG at any point. I really didn't know CG in anime was even a thing at that point.
Yeah,
But
like,
watching it back the second time, it was pretty obvious. Like, for some reason, like, even in the first episode, one of the first shots is the Minotaur, and it's a CG version of the Minotaur. And then in the next shot of the Minotaur, it's drawn.
yeah, they do hide it pretty well, but if you're like trying to actively find it, then it's pretty easy to find it.
Not even just actually, if you know about CG, you'll probably see it.
Yeah, you'll probably CG it.
much.
Um,
Besides that, it actually ended okay, but there's going to be more of it. So
like
the ending was bad before I knew that. Now that I know there's going to be another season, the ending's okay.
they leave plot threads like open, but it's understandable considering like, oh, there's gonna be another season. All right, cool.
I think that season finished like a year ago. It must have been like a year ago.
Did it?
Year and a half ago, maybe, at the most. Because I was watching it as it came out.
Hang on.
Besides all that, animation's pretty good.
Um,
We can't really touch on voice acting because who the fuck? It's all Ching Chong. There's no dub. I don't think it's been officially picked up by anything,
likely
as
not.
far as I know. Has it been picked up by anyone? Funimation, Toei Animation.
I'm checking the Wikipedia article, published by Square Enix.
What?
Yeah, weird.
Square Enix? Squeenix?
Yep, those guys.
I wasn't aware they did anime stuff.
Neither was I. Apparently, a company called Yen Press. Oh wait, no, that's for the manga.
Yeah, that's manga. That's what I was about to
Alright,
say. I've heard of that. That's manga.
Yeah. Anime.
I don't
know.
There must be a manga version then.
Sentai Filmworks in North America.
Don't know.
Also,
Nice.
Annie Plus. All right.
Also a name I'm not familiar with.
Yeah. Let's see.
So, yeah.
I'm back.
All right.
Alright.
Well, this will just finish this up really quick. Then that's basically it.
Um,
Go watch it if you want to.
I like all the characters. Like all of them have a nice arc to them.
Oh,
like, Bell especially is very determined, and he uses that determination to just like be awesome and shit.
Kind of spoilerish. Well, I mean, not really. It happens like the fucking second episode or first episode. Fucking literally allows him to be so fucking OP. Hey, you got determination. You basically level up at a stupid rate.
Yeah, like how fast he levels is entirely based on like.
I have one problem with that.
Mhm.
Then I think the first or second episode, when it's explained that he has the ability, they say if he knows about it, it'll go away. What the fuck is that?
I don't know. Like, he gets the ability because he's like in mortal danger and he's developing love, but he knows he's like in love, so why would him knowing that he has the ability get the ability taken away?
Well, it wasn't about him being in love. I think it was like he wants to either stand by her or something.
Yeah, he wants to catch up to her, and that's the fastest way to do it. Like, increases growth.
So it's literally like fucking, you've got the ability to do that, you're
It's
fucking broken.
basically a times 10 XP potion that's always active.
Essentially. And if you know if you ever look down at your like fucking active passives, you're like, oh, what's that? Oh, it's gone now. It's like it happens to me in MMOs. Like, hey, what's that buff I have on? Oh, it's gone. Okay, I'll never know.
Sure, why not?
Turns out it was fucking the Argonaut.
Hestia was not as bad as I thought she was going to be. Like,
Did you have some like knowledge of the show before this? Or did you just think?
Like, I see the big
had-
boobed character and I'm like, okay, it's gonna be one of those types.
Wally Big Boobs, as they even call her in the show.
Yeah. And also the GIFs were like, oh, okay, it's gonna be like that. But it was
Did
surprising.
you know she actually set a fucking fashion trend in Japan?
Yes, I did.
The fucking underboob
fucking-
strap things.
Uh-huh.
That was a fashion trend because of this weird shit. I don't know if it caused it or was a result of it, but it's weird.
A little bit.
No, it caused it.
Okay.
Anyway, I also saw like GIFs of it, and it wasn't that. Like, I was really surprised by Hestia not being like a total ditz and being like, oh, I'm just the dummy goddess with the big boobs and the blah, yeah, yeah. And she actually has a nice character arc, which really Hestia was just surprising to me, which was refreshing. Because usually it's just like, oh, a big boob character, alright, she's a dummy. She's not a dummy, though. Well, she kind of is, but it's tame. Except in episode 2, when she has this brand new sword, or knife, I guess it is.
Oh, that fucking is infuriating.
I know. Alright, so at the end, so during episode 2, she goes out to get Hestia stuff. Nice.
This fucking YouTuber by the name of Baka Opie does a lot of anime shit with like fucking remixes. Fucking, this is one of them.
Yeah. Hestia Step is pretty damn good. It's all about...
You've seen it?
Yeah.
Damn it.
What? Did you think I didn't?
No. Thought that was obscure.
No. Also, like, where I thought, like, oh, okay, it's gonna be like this. That was the source of it, anyway. So
Alright.
yeah, on episode 2, she gets this brand new knife for her Belcoon, and
Really?
yes, Belcoon. And instead of, just giving him the knife, for about an entire episode and a half, she's just, like, running around with him, doing nothing. Instead of just, like, giving him the knife.
Hey, we're being chased by a fucking monster,
Yeah.
and your sword is broken.
Just give him...
fucking great if we had another replacement.
Just give him the fucking weapon, you bitch! I wanted to rip her eyes out for, like, that entire time.
Wow. That's a lot.
And apparently
That's frustration.
And when she finally does give it to him, apparently there's this whole ceremony where, like, oh, you need to be connected to the knife.
I don't think they ever said that specifically,
or
but
something like that. But
stats.
then they do like this whole ceremony where it's like, okay, I'm touching your back and all of that, making you connected to your knife, so that way you grow with it.
That's updating his stats.
Yeah. What the fuck? Why?
I don't know.
It's
Fucking
yeah. That was the biggest problem I had with the show, was that one plot convenience. But other than that, it was above average overall.
That's about everything noteworthy about the show. Oh wait, no, there was that one redhead character.
Redhead?
The fucking smith, the blacksmith.
Hephaestus?
His fucking
Where's the
you mentioned.
blacksmith?
Oh no,
His fucking story arc.
Krutzo. Yeah.
His fucking story arc was kind of rushed.
Yeah. He basically goes from person you don't know to person that you should, like, over the course
He's
of
been
one
from like a
episode.
nobody to on the team and kind of important really quick.
Yeah. Like, he makes Belle's armor, and that's the entire arc. And also, on the last episode, it's like, oh yeah, he apparently has this thing against magic weapons. And then on the last episode, he has a magic weapon that he uses, because, like, Hephaestus is like, oh yeah, don't let your pride get in the way of helping your friends, which it's very, like, there's a total of about a minute dedicated to this entire arc, which just comes out of nowhere and then leaves in an instant. They don't
Pretty
flesh it
much.
out at all. Another great character arc I thought was Lily. It was predictable, but at the same time, it was a really good arc.
I guess, yeah.
Like, she tricks because she was tricked. She's like, why she acts the way she does is explained and actually has merit to it.
Yeah. More so than the other guy.
Yeah. The comedy in the show also hits pretty well. For instance, episode 5, where, like, Belcoon gets his magical powers and he goes fireball,
All right.
fireball.
Hold up.
Huh?
Why do you use the fucking honorifics? When you're calling,
Oh!
when you're thinking back on the show, why do you use honorifics?
Because that's how Hestia always calls Belcoon.
The fuck?
To be honest, I didn't even notice I was doing it.
You do it every time you mention something about anime. You mention a name, you add the honorific for no reason. We in America, motherfucker. We show no honor.
What's the honorific?
Honorific is the coon. He said like Belcoon.
Yeah.
It's something you put to show honor to someone of, specific. There's a lot of them in
Or like-
Japan's language, Japanese.
There's Chan, Tan, Kun, San, Senpai.
Senpai?
Yeah.
Senpai is one of them. That's probably the most known one. But yeah, you put those in front of the name or after the name for fucking honorifics.
Mhm.
There's no reason to do that though. We don't live in Japan.
I never noticed that I do that, actually, to be
I'm gonna
completely
call you out on
honest.
him now then.
Did win
Alright,
the war,
well-
so
Anyway, Belcoon. I did that on purpose.
Yeah, okay.
What was I talking about? God. Oh yeah. Whenever he's around a character he's trying to get up to, don't remember her name, blonde.
Eyes, Wallowitz,
Oh yeah, Ice. Episode 5.
AIZ.
Yeah, Eyes. Episode 5, he goes fireball, 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 and he learns that, oh yeah, there's a limited amount of times you can use fireball before you just pass out from, like, MP
Mine
consumption.
0.
Yep. Fucking stupid name. And then he wakes up laying on the lap of, like, the girl who originally saved him and the girl that he wants to catch up to. And he literally rolls away. Because
He makes the greatest scream and literally somersaults out of the room.
it's amazing.
It's one of the his reactions, like whoever voice acted him did really well. I can say that. I don't mean I generally can't gauge voice actors in a language I don't know,
Yeah.
but his voice actor was very good.
Yeah, his reactions are awesome.
He screams a lot in the early parts of the episode, or early parts of the anime.
But he gets more confident, and then it's less screaming. Yeah. It's nice. How you can see
Fucking
character
funny, though.
growth in characters.
It's fucking funny.
Yeah.
I think that covers everything. That covers everything I know.
Yeah. It was there was a kiss scene in episode 7 where like, oh, you shouldn't kiss eyes while she's sleeping, or you should kiss. I didn't.
Oh, that when he was debating whether or not to do it.
I didn't see a point in that at all. Like,
No, it was basically just throwing his grandpa in again.
yeah, like there was no reason for it.
No.
Other than that, that was great. Chris.
From the one episode you saw.
Fucking character's a bitch. What the fuck?
Who is?
All right.
Someone has a strong opinion.
Oh yeah.
Is it the main character's a bitch or the I don't know.
No, the main character's a bitch.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
I see it.
for the first episode, yeah. Speaking of bitches, Syr, S-Y-R.
Oh, another side character.
Yeah, cafe girl. Their relationship starts off really shady. Like
the setup is that you see like one of the big bad people talking like, oh, we're gonna fucking did you fucking set your sights on another adventurer? And she saw Belle and was like, fucking yep. And then it goes straight to a fucking ominous thing, and then it goes to the introduction of this side character who you assume, because she's suddenly really infatuated with Belle, oh, it must be the evil person. It's not, though.
Or like the person who's like in it for the money. Like she basically like gives him a lunch out of nowhere and is like, hey, come back here tonight since I gave you my lunch. And he's like, sure, you're hot, I'll do that, sure.
Didn't actually happen.
Sure, you're hot, I'll do that.
He doesn't
Fucking
actually.
accusation.
He doesn't actually say that, but that's basically what's implied.
I don't even think that was
Sure, you're hot,
implied.
I'll do
That's
that.
basically what's implied.
You're
So
hot,
he
I'll do
comes
that.
back later to the bar, and he finds out, oh man, all this food is expensive. I can't pay for this. Aww.
Except he can't.
Yeah, or he
He's
can,
actually
but
poor.
that takes
Literally just doing not even knowing their finances. Literally in the fucking scene where he went to dungeon that one time, he got an item worth like, what was it, 4,500,000 or
Yeah.
4,500, and the food was like barely 400 and 800. It's like, okay,
like it took up like a bunch of his money, which by the way, that was his only money at that time. So it seems like really shady. So the relationship starts out really shady. Like, okay, she's cute. The bar's plan is to just like get the people in and then have expensive prices and be like, oh, you shouldn't disappoint me. So then they pay up and then they're like, oh, please come back tomorrow as well. And-
also like a bunch of the bullshit they go through in the show, like how normally like it'd be bullshit if he's suddenly like, oh, I really want magic, and he suddenly gets that grimoire. But the show is implying that someone evil is like watching over him and trying to progress him, or maybe it's not someone evil, who knows. Someone's progressing him from the shadows and like leaving stuff for him, like fucking a grimoire that gives him the ability to use magic.
And it's really good magic too, because it doesn't have like a casting speed or anything.
So that's interesting. Like, so like he's progressing, but someone is pushing him to progress from shadows, and that's really cool.
Like that's an interesting arc which hasn't been developed quite yet. Like,
Is that it? We're done?
anyways,
I think that's it.
that relationship between Syr and Belle starts off really shady, but it gets sweet very quickly when Syr actually likes him, and it was all just a misunderstanding. Like, oh no, I wasn't actually trying to get you in here to for the expensive prices. I actually like you, which I thought was nice.
Never mind.
That's how I interpreted it anyway.
Subjective.
Anyway,
Okay.
yeah,
fucking
that's it.
Overall scores. Chris.
Oh, fuck it. 7 out of 10. Main character's a bitch.
Got it.
Iggy.
Nick. Deflect. TLG. Given a fucking obligatory rating.
Overwatch out of TF2.
Got it.
All right. Iggy.
So very confusing. Let's give it an 8 out of 10. Above average. I'm kind of. That's a very stressed 8 out of 10, but 8 out of 10.
I'd give it like a 7.5. Like, it does everything above average, but there's not really anything that makes it excellent. Like, it's a good watch. It's just that there's nothing that, like, just pushes it over the edge.
I would have given it like a 7, but now that I know there's another season coming out, I can push that up to an 8. That instantly justifies a few things.
So, yeah, pretty damn good.
We're done. Woo!
Woo. All right, so, anime to recommend for next week. Iggy.
And or American cartoons, because
True.
that's all TFG knows.
Right.
Why am I going first?
Because you're the one who recommended last week, or won last week.
Therefore, I should go last.
No, you're going first.
No, you're going first.
All right, then. So, I had a few shows I wanted to recommend. I initially had nothing, and then I'm like, oh, hey, here's a few. I started looking, and I found some stuff I could fucking show. And I had one planned out, but then I found something a few days ago. I'm just going to fucking copy the name, put it in, and then I'll say the English title. Oh, Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, fuck.
Copy that and
I've
put that in
lost.
here because I don't want to fucking try to pronounce this in Japanese. Paste
Here,
that.
go
I'll
ahead.
give it a go.
Dan-
I know nothing about Japanese, but I can butcher
I
it.
try. Danshi Kokurosai no Nichijo. This
Is that fucking Nichijou?
Wait, Nichijou?
it's not Nichijo. Nichijo is actually, I think it means high school. I don't know. That's my assumption anyway. It is the daily lives of high school boys.
So it's not Nichijou.
Can
It's
you
not-
post it?
I
Because I want to copy
This show
it.
is called The Daily Lives of High School Boys. It is
I swear-
fucking funny.
fucking win this week with that.
Basically, it's just a comedy about exactly what it says. It's the daily lives of high school boys and whatever the fuck they do. Their interactions in high school and with girls, and it's hilarious. I've laughed really hardly at the first episode, and then they have this segmented, like now it's like daily high school boys and fucking fighting, or daily high school boys and kick the can. It's segmented like that in every episode. And then there's one returning segment called Daily High School Boys and Literary Girl, and it's one of the funniest fucking things I've ever watched.
Weird.
Good show. I'm not done with it yet, but it's fucking great.
You're usually not one for, like, slice of life comedies.
It is slice of life-ish, I guess. It's very realistic and very funny. The thing is, though, like, several times situations have popped up, like, oh, if I was in this situation, I'd do this or say this, and they immediately then do that or say that, and it's like, fuck, yep, it's good, it's real.
All
It's
right.
great. There isn't a second season, but people really want a second season of this, but there is none.
Is it like 13 episodes?
13 episodes. 12 episodes.
All right. Chris, go.
Mecha anime.
Nick, go.
Deflect.
Nick, go.
TLG, go.
Do you have a cartoon you want to recommend?
Well, it's actually yours sounds pretty swell, so I don't want to steal
I
your
mean-
thunder.
No. You recommend
No.
something, and may potentially, we all might be more interested in that. It's not stealing thunder. You just put
Well-
something forward. I mean, you can vote, remember?
Yeah.
All right. There's this show that's on YouTube, and you can watch it for free. It's animated, so it counts,
Sure.
and it's called Ed's World.
Oh,
Ed, I
yeah.
feel like I've heard
I
of this.
remember this.
Ed's World was made by a guy named Ed Gould, and he made it all by himself until he died of leukemia.
Yep. Sad.
And the show continued on because his friend had like
Oh.
a fundraiser.
I've seen pictures of this.
And Ed's World is actually pretty good. The originals that was originally hand drawn by Ed Gould are, in my opinion, more funny than the newer ones. But the newer ones are much more crisper looking.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's a really good show.
It started
Really good.
10 years ago.
Yeah. I know.
Holy shit. And it's updated as recently as a month ago.
Which is
You
known
don't
as
have
the
to watch
end.
all the
Which is probably
episodes.
the end.
I mean, if we do, I will. Let's
Same
just put it
here.
like that.
Like I watched.
I suggest.
He died in 2012,
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
4 years.
4 years ago. Ooh.
I do recommend Hammer and Fail because that's personally my favorite one.
All right, that'll do it. That counts. That
Yeah.
works.
All right, so
Space Face, however, was halfway done until he died. So you'll notice like the animation does change halfway in the show.
there
Because
is in Space Face itself. There's a point where like a light flickers, and that's when the animation style changes, which I thought was nice.
yeah.
All right, Chris.
I
Rest
should look
in
up what
peace.
Nichijou means.
Oh, that's. Means Nick, what's your recommendation?
Chris, what's yours?
Nick, what's yours?
Chris, what's yours?
Nick, what's yours?
Chris, what's yours?
Alright, we'll just fucking, you know,
Alright.
we'll settle this
Mhm.
like fucking men.
In Yu-Gi-Oh.
So,
No,
I
no, no, no,
mean-
no, 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 no.
we could. Well, I mean, think about it. Think about it, Dominic. It's between me and Nick, and the duel will end in 5 minutes because one of us will get out something that
Yeah.
the other
No.
can't get over.
No.
No.
I can't find the meaning of Nichijou.
My Ordinary Life, I think it is. Or Ordinary Life. Anyway.
Oh, my idea was we're gonna do rock paper scissors, except in fucking
Yeah,
chat.
that's fine.
Alright.
Oh wait, no, you can't. Fuck.
What? What's wrong with rock, paper, scissors?
Nichijou just means like everyday, ordinary, regular, or usual.
Yeah. Like
So the everyday life
Okay,
of high school
yeah.
boys. So yeah.
Nick, have you typed in what you're choosing?
Yes.
Oh yeah, you can do that.
Alright, on the count of 3.
All right, 1,
2,
2,
3.
3.
Damn it! Alright, again.
I can't see. What the fuck? I can't see. Nick, are you in the wrong chat?
No,
I
I,
think
I can't.
Chris, you're in the wrong chat. I didn't see what you posted.
no, I
'cause you
can see
posted
what
rock.
I can see what Chris said. Chris said rock.
What do you say, rock?
Yeah, he said rock.
Okay. Can you
Alright.
smell what he's cooking?
I don't get it. Alright,
A
Chris.
rock?
What
Chris, are you ready?
the fuck is happening? Okay, hold on.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Are we?
Damn,
2,
I thought I would fake you out.
3,
3,
2,
2, 1,
go.
go.
Oh, you son of a bitch. He's
I can't see what Chris posts.
he typed in gun.
I
can
guess he
see
wins.
Kristen.
No, that's not how
Fuck
rock,
yeah!
paper, scissors works.
No, no, no. As official moderator for this match, Chris has won.
Fuck you. You're not the official
Ah!
moderator. Get out.
Suck it.
Nick, go.
No, you can
No.
moderate this. Nick,
No.
Nick, go.
That's not how rock, paper,
Nick.
scissors works.
You've never played rock,
It
paper,
does!
scissors, gun?
It does. It does. Scissors beats paper. Paper beats rock. Gun fucking wrecks everything.
Yeah, that's how it's always worked.
Guns should be nerfed then. Guns OP.
It was. I mean,
Yeah.
before you actually had to shoot the person, it was nerfed from that.
Wait, how do you shoot somebody with a gun?
You pull the
It's a
trigger.
gun. You point and you pull the damn trigger.
I mean, that's not very apparent.
Nick, just go.
Here comes
Apparently,
Hitler.
it's too complicated for Nick. Wait, what?
Here
Go,
comes,
Nick.
Here comes Hitler. All right.
Nick,
That sounds like a great sitcom. Here comes Hitler.
there
Hail
is
comes Hitler.
there is a sitcom about Hitler, or was it a play? Springtime with
It
Hitler.
was a play.
Yeah.
It was the
Nick is
springtime.
fucking. Nick is trying so hard to not say what he has.
Nick, go. It's not
Uh,
going to be any better if you put it last. Let's just say that.
All right, Rakujo. Since we're on the comedy train this week with Iggy's, Rakujo, stand-up.
Explain it.
All right, so Japanese stand-up comedy happens in World War II, or I think right after World War II. I'm not sure. Basically, it's Japanese stand-up comedy. If you like comedy, you like the show. And
How does this show work? Is it just several shows or what?
so Rakujo works in that Rakujo works in that yes, it is just like there is an overarching plot about like this convict who is now doing
Are you
Japanese
perhaps
storytelling.
only saying part of the title of the show?
Yes, I am only saying part of the show. Hang on.
Rakujo Uma no Shin... Oh, fuck me.
You went
Rakujo, basically. Showa Genroku Rakujo Shinju, yes. So,
Yeah, that's...
like, former criminal has now taken the life of a stand-up comedian, and the show is basically, like, his stand-up comedian stuffs, and how he progresses as a stand-up comedian. Rakujo is a form of Japanese stand-up where you tell a story, and that story is what is the humor.
They fucking
Okay, so like, not
But
like an
why
apparent
don't
punchline?
went to my anime list, and this show is weird. Like,
What?
why is this? Okay, this show is pretty.
It looks pretty standard.
I mean, it's a guy. He wants to do comedy, so he goes talks to a girl whose father died who was also a comedian, and then they talk. They do.
Basically, it's a really good comedy, which I enjoy.
All right, there you go, Chris.
All right. Fucking Infinite Stratos.
I've heard this name before, but I don't
I
know
have
what it
as well.
is.
It is a show about, well, we've managed to develop really nice exoskeletons.
Oh, there's the mech anime.
The problem with the exoskeletons is they only work with women.
Why? Why is that a
Uh-huh.
thing?
Here comes the premise of the show. Our main character can actually fucking use them. Use them.
So he's trans.
And no, he's not. He's completely. He's
Do you
he's
know?
literally just.
Do you know for a
It's
fact?
fairly.
I don't know. He has short hair, but short hair can be gender non-specific.
Hi guys.
Gender neutral.
Yeah.
So they send him to the school for sweet mech
Dude,
exoskeleton
it's like-
things.
I must know like 30 anime with this same. Only girls have this power, but oh, here's a dude that has it.
Well, I know
Why is
I've
that
lost
such a
all my-
popular fucking thing?
Okay.
Is it just to instill like a fucking harem setting easier?
Bringing this up again, Digibro did a series called The Asterisk War Sucks about these types of shows and why they suck.
I know why they suck. I'm like, why are they popular though?
He also goes into that. I mean, the reason why is because it's a male power fantasy. Like, oh
I
man,
guess.
like,
Is it though?
it is.
I don't
because,
think so.
Like, oh man, this male guy who's the same age as me is going on these crazy adventures with mechs. And
Says
he's
the
being
30-year-old
awesome.
in his mother's basement with the neck beard.
And he's being super awesome and all that. I want to be like him. And so they keep watching and being like, oh man, wouldn't it be cool if I was in that situation and I had all these girls floundering over me?
Have you ever thought like that? Has anyone here ever legitimately watched anime and thought like that? I thought would it be cool if I was in Pokemon like when I was a kid, but
Yeah, like,
that's about it.
that's a power fantasy. Like, oh man, I now am the Pokemon League champion. So cool.
I don't know if it's based purely on a person like sympathizing with the mindset there, or maybe not sympathizing with the mindset, but like projecting themselves into the situation. I don't
Yeah.
know if that would be a good basis. At least I've never studied like, how that works, but I wouldn't think that would be a thing.
But like that, like
All right.
the main demographic of these types of anime shows are
Oh, I imagine it'd be male.
yeah,
Completely.
male, like teens, like 12 to 18.
That's interesting though.
That's also another reason it takes place in a high school. And why there's always that, and that's why there's always that one, like,
Japan
oh,
is just a giant fucking high school.
if we go off of anime, yeah. Like, if we go off anime, about 80% of Japan is just high school. And most people die in high school, which is why, like, there's so many teenagers instead of, like, adults.
Alright.
Alright, so, Infinite Stratos, Chris. So,
Time to cast your fucking votes.
I will go over what everyone recommended again. Iggy recommended Danshi Kokusei no Nichijou, otherwise known as The Daily Lives of Schoolboys. TLG recommended High School Boys. TLG recommended Ed's World. I recommended Rakujo, or
Got the full title.
or as
You also didn't write it down, by the way.
I did.
It's not there. You said rock. You said TLG, rock, paper, Infinite Stratos.
Scroll down a bit. It says Nick Rakujo, or at least Chris said it.
No,
so.
I'm at the bottom.
Chris said
I can't see Chris.
Why can't you see Chris? I can see everyone anyway. I recommended Showa Genroku Rakugo.
Maybe it was because I was fucking... You and I were typing, like, to each other instead of in the call.
Oh. That's... I don't know why.
Ah!
Chris is a bitch
I'm
sometimes.
going insane, motherfuckers.
Chris is a
There we
bitch
go.
sometimes.
Wait, so when you were doing rock, paper, scissors, could Chris see what you did?
Could you, Chris?
Wait, what?
Could you see what I was
I
doing?
could not actually.
Oh, well
No, I
then.
didn't. I
Oh,
could not.
maybe you were... I don't...
It's still...
What the fuck is this? Here comes Hitler?
That's what I
What's
was
a thing?
mentioning earlier. It's a college humor thing. It's like, oh, Hitler doing artwork before the war, yay. Anyway, I recommended Showa Genroku Rakugo Shinju. Chris recommended Infinite Stratos. Alright, everybody. Type in who you're voting for. The name of the person, not the anime. By the way, just a clarification.
Oh, and I
And
really,
we can't-
really wanted to type out your anime.
Uh-huh.
And we can't vote for
You
each
can't
other,
vote for your
right?
own. Yeah.
You can't vote your own. That's it. You vote two, can't vote for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
2 votes, can't vote for yourself. Basic premise. Just say when you're ready. I am ready.
I am ready.
You may fire when ready.
Chris?
Pick your fate.
Chris?
What?
Are you ready?
Jesus Christ.
Did you type out who you're voting for? God damn, Chris!
This is...
Maybe.
Alright, he's ready.
Alright, on the count of 3. 1, 2, wait, what?
What?
Alright,
1,
so...
2,
No,
3,
no.
go!
Okay, yeah, go!
Yeah, did you guys go?
Yes!
Nick, you typed to me again!
God damn it! Alright,
Yep.
So Chris, what were yours? Type them in, go!
No, you need to type yours in.
I did type mine in.
What do you... Are you just waiting? What the fuck are you doing, Chris?
I don't know. Literally not. But,
Okay, there we go. So,
Okay, so here's what happened. What did you write? Nick, can you rewrite yours in the actual thing?
I
Or
wrote
should I do it for you?
I wrote Iggy and Chris.
I'm just going to put it. By the way... Yeah, no.
and
Did we lock, or...
Chris, Iggy, wait. There was 1, 2...
Iggy wins.
Wait,
No,
no,
there's
there's only 2
two
Chris's. Okay, yeah, never mind. I
Iggy
won.
wins.
there's 2 Chris's, 3 Nicks, and
You
3
win.
Dominic.
I'm on a roll.
God damn.
Why am I winning? I specifically thought, okay, they're not going to pick this one, but I'm going to put it forth anyway.
I
What the
mean,
fuck?
schoolboys. Like, how could you not?
It is very, very close to what we do. And it's fucking funny.
Now I want to watch this even more.
All right. So, fucking, that'll happen. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to finish watching it. Nick will watch it by tomorrow. Chris will watch 1 episode. And TLG, you're not expected to do anything because you're a guest.
Is he at this point?
Yeah, he's still a guest. I mean, he's a very, very reoccurring guest.
I mean, I guess.
What's the
Yeah.
criteria to make a member?
Yeah. Like,
Hey, TLG,
go
do you consider yourself a member of this shit stain?
Do you want to be a member?
Basically, do you consider yourself a member? That's it.
That's an inside joke.
What that? I know what that's from. Mr. D's right.
Yeah,
Want to be a member?
I'm gonna talk
It's
about
your
that in a second.
podcast. I think I would be out of line if I said I did consider myself a member.
Well, basically, that's how every one of our memberships work. I mean, Ian comes in less than you do at this point,
Yeah.
and he leaves earlier. But
No,
he's still
Ian's
a
come in
member.
Ian's come in more
Ian's a
than
guest.
Time Lord,
I would say.
but
That's a joke.
Yeah.
Ian's come in more than Time Lord, but Ian has contributed like infinitely less than Time Lord. Literally, Time Lord's fucking week. This podcast
It's
more
full
than
of
Ian's
shit.
ever said in the
So much more
entirety of the
content.
podcast.
Yeah.
So it was literally more than Ian's ever said in the podcast.
Just a
So.
little
So,
bit.
see, Ian's still a member. It's like, just consider yourself a member, and you're a fucking member.
Yeah.
Is he
I
a
mean,
member?
I guess.
I consider.
I guess so.
I consider him a fucking guest at this. I consider him a fucking
He
guest.
hasn't been there. He's been like 4 or 5 podcasts.
I'll check in a second how many he's been in.
It's been at least, this is at least the 4th, if anything. It's 4th or 5th. That's out of like fucking 10 or 11 podcasts. That's pretty good. Or maybe we're on like 12 at this point. I don't know.
This is the 13th podcast.
13th. That's still a pretty good margin.
Ian has been on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and if we're including this one, 10.
All right, so he's missed 3 weeks. He's been here decently enough, or TLG has it.
But he doesn't really contribute that much when he is here.
But no, I'm just talking TLG now.
TLG has been on 1, 2, 3, 4 podcasts now.
Yeah.
I've been on all of them, Chris has been on all of them, and Iggy, you have been on all of them.
We're like the 3 that have to be here. I don't think I'll ever miss one.
Like,
I didn't know you guys had a podcast until Iggy
Yeah,
came
I
up
mean-
and told me about
Yeah.
it.
I think since you've learned about them, you've been not on one of them. There's been 5
Yeah.
podcasts since you've learned about it and been on 4.
No, there was one he wasn't on.
That's what I just said.
What was the one?
Episode 9. Or week 9.
We had, I think it was after the second one you were on, we had one very quick one with just the 3 of us. I don't even think Ian was on that one.
No, Ian was on that one.
I don't think he
It was the one we
Or he
talked
just
about
been
Guilty
late.
Crown.
Oh, yeah, it was. Guilty Crown sucked.
Guilty Crown was pretty good.
It's Guilty
Damn.
being a piece of shit.
The
wish
description
I
I
didn't
put on
miss
that
it.
one is ruining the guilty.
Yeah. I don't understand it, to be honest.
I mean, earlier we talked about ruining something. I think it was Dueling Network.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so you're doing it like that.
Yeah.
Weird, like, half and half. Okay. ... Alright, so... This is the port... Yes, this is the port where chips
The
come
port.
in and
Wait,
we
wait,
do our
First
exchanges.
off,
No, this,
do you want to be a member?
I would very much.
you get a
like
leather
to-
jacket.
Really?
Oh,
A leather
I didn't.
jacket?
No, wait. I didn't need to sweeten it. Okay, we're good. Never mind.
Do you want to be a member? Mr. D, who we talked about last week, is an awesome teacher. You know, he's pretty nice.
Yeah.
He's hip
What?
to the kids.
What? Where did this come from?
Because we asked, do you want to be a member? Okay, so Mr. D does have a couple of weird quirks about him.
Like the sensational need to have like Diet
Play a
Coke?
couple.
So, no, that's
Yeah.
Mr. Grant,
Insatiable?
who's all
No,
diet.
no, he drinks a lot of soda too, though.
Mr. D?
Yeah, he has jugs.
No, he has Pepsi, usually.
He has jugs of soda still. I mean, that's still not normal.
True. Anyway, there's this video, I think it's about, like, Betty Boop's boyfriend or something like that, and in it,
No.
Do you want to be a member is the running
I've heard of this.
theme throughout that short. It's an anime short. I'll put it in the description.
Animated.
Animated, sure. And basically, a lot of creepy stuff happens when he says, do you want to be a member? Mr. D, anyway.
Super creepy.
It's very creepy how he says it. And it's awesome when like somebody who doesn't know the joke comes into the room and he asks like, "Do you wanna be a member?" And everyone just stares at them. Do you wanna be a member? And it's just so awkward and so awesome how it happens.
All right, then.
He
I'll
also
make it work.
has a little baby doll that he's got,
Oh God. Oh yes.
I
oh
forget
God.
its name. What was it? Do you remember, TLG?
No, it was some sort of death baby from the last teacher, I think.
Yeah. And there's all these markings on it, and its like head is like twisted around. It's very, very strange. And he's also created what his mind looks like on Fridays after school. So Fridays after school is when Stugo meets our student government. And they meet in Mr. D's room. You know, he sponsors them. And so his mind slowly corrupts as each member comes in. So usually the first person there is like president of Stugo, I think. I don't remember her name. But she comes in, she's a tornado who just like flies across the screen. Then there's like another person who's just like rainbows and sunshine. Like he made
tornado.
Yeah, he made an entire like animation of just like how his mind just like slowly descends into madness as each member of Stugo comes into the room or comes in and out of the room very frequently. Or is there but not there at the same time. Or like how other teachers come in and be like, "Wee!" across the screen. It's very interesting, Mr. D is.
All right, then.
Yeah.
I'll take your word for it. I had his first ever class, which was his first government class. Like he just started teaching. Didn't notice that many quirks.
He's developed them as he's gotten more comfortable with.
That'll happen to you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Have you seen the Mr. Krabs poster?
No.
Yes. It's weird. It's like the body of Mr.
fucking
Krabs with a head of a female.
That is the head of Shulk.
Who?
Shulk.
Who?
I'm really feeling it.
Yep, that one.
Yep.
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
I get it.
Yeah, that was the entire joke behind that. By the way, I'm the one who made that, along with another guy called Julian.
You know what he did during one of those fucking potluck things our school holds?
Mr. D? Or
Yeah, you know what he fucking did with that poster?
what did he do?
So you know how we have our like I don't know the exact term, but like poster holder things that they put up around school sometimes.
Like the stands?
Yeah,
Yeah.
those. So he put it on the stand and he put it right in front of the entrance to his door during a potluck.
Uh-huh.
Literally, parents would fucking.
Chris, you're cutting out, so.
I've noticed. All right, literally, parents would walk by, see it, and then walk away. They just didn't even bother.
That's a pretty good way of making sure none of the parents come in to talk to you.
Yeah, it works.
Mm-hmm.
That was great.
By the way, it's still posted on like the wall of his room for everyone to see. I've been told by him that he will keep it in his room as long as it's still not in pieces.
So, do we have any news about video games or anything? Anything?
Well,
See, Overwatch beta is happening.
Yep, talk
yeah,
about that.
that's happened. The Doom beta happened.
Oh, thing about Doom is that they're not giving out review copies because they're like, oh, multiplayer servers, we need to do the servers for the multiplayer still, so no review copies for you. And the reviewers are like,
Well,
what about the single player? And like,
yeah, what about the single player?
no, you can't do that because the multiplayer's not. What about the single player? But the single player. So yeah, that happened, and it's kind of dickish how they're doing that.
Shady. I mean, they'll probably make all the money they need from Fallout 4. New DLC on Fallout 4 coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Far Harbor.
Far Harbor. I haven't even beat Fallout 4 yet. I'm like, at this point I have to make a new character because I'm just waiting for me to upgrade my computer because I ran that game at like 20 to 25 frames and it wasn't great. I got 30 if I was lucky, if it was a good day in a really like small rendered area. But yeah, I can't play it. I've become a fucking like 30 to 60 FPS snob. Which, you know, is reasonable, right? It's
No.
reasonable to fucking want at least 30 frames on your video game.
You usually want at least 60, though.
But it's at least reasonable for 30.
Okay, 30.
Like, you can't go below
30
that.
is the baseline.
You cannot go below 30.
If you go below 30, that's when you're kind of screwed in like every sense of the word.
Yeah. And it also fluctuates at that point as well. If you're like running sub 30, this frame rate tends to fluctuate really badly.
Mhm.
Thing I'm on really old equipment. A 660M is horrid graphics card.
I got a 680, bitch.
How, like, I mean, at least it's not an M though.
No, it's so regular.
I imagine that's a little bit better.
Yeah.
You could probably run a lot of things with that. Fucking
yeah.
getting Titan X and saying, fuck that for the next 10 years. I don't need to upgrade.
What about your power supply? 'Cause 10X uses up a lot of power.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking count for that though. I did find a game I didn't hear about until this week. Fucking Vermintide.
Warhammer?
Warhammer 40K.
Yep.
Yes. I want to play that. I want us to play that. I really wish it was cheaper.
Cost the manies.
That game looks fun. It cost a lot of money.
The manies.
Battleborn beta happened.
What?
Did not like that game at all.
Battleborn didn't happen.
What's Battleborn?
I played Battleborn.
Wasn't it like...
It's basically, it's comparative to Overwatch at this point.
Is it
Like it's a multi-character FPS with a lot of, kooky characters. Oh, we've got the archer, we've got the swords guy, he's a ninja. We've got this mushroom who's a healer. We've got big muscle man Mick Gatling gun. We've got English Mick fucking shoot a revolver.
Oh, Battleborn.
He's also a robot. What the
Okay.
fuck?
Yeah.
Okay, what
that.
the fuck took you so long to acknowledge this, Nick?
Like, I know what it is. It's just that I didn't remember its name at all. So,
Wait, hold on.
addressing the comparison between Battleborn and Overwatch.
It's not. You can't. You really can't.
Yeah.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
I'm gonna plug TB's video on this topic.
He did make a comparative video.
Mhm.
I didn't watch it, but no, he made it.
I have not yet either.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume it's good because TB is TB.
Well, watch it and then.
Assuming it's good because TB's TB.
Vermintide, that's the thing. I feel like something else happened. Okay, so
Well-
yeah, the fucking in terms of video games, the Battlefield versus Call of Duty.
I do have something about that.
Yeah.
So the CEO of Activision responded to the negative dislikes on the Call of Duty trailer. And,
Don't do that.
And it turns out that trailer is not only the most disliked video in I have to go in my history. Is not only the most disliked Call of Duty trailer, it is also the most disliked video game trailer in all of human history. So,
Whoa.
yeah.
What sparked that? You've watched it, right? What sparked that hate? I mean, it's Call of Duty. How do you mess up a Call of Duty? Because Call of Duty, at this point, the expectation is literally just simply fucking described as Call of Duty. How do you mess that up?
Well, what they did, what I think what happened is that the fans are getting tired of space.
That's really hard though, because they draw in so many new young fans, literally kids.
True.
Yeah, but nobody gives a fuck about space.
So
Let
Call
me
of
see. Maybe.
So Call of Duty
Response.
Infinite Warfare is the 10th most
Here it
disliked
is.
video on YouTube.
Oh, I think what I wanted to bring up with this whole topic is the biggest backlash I know of is because Call of Duty 4, which they're remastering, which everyone really wants, is being sold in bundle with Call of Duty Infinite.
And it's
Aw.
like $100.
Yes.
The game is $100 to pre-order.
Don't pre-order, you fuck.
I
There's
mean,
no reason to pre-order this. at
people
all.
that deliver Call of Duty, so they're gonna return on it. Here, have it.
So what the CEO essentially said is that he said that first of all, you gotta love the passion of the gamers. This is an industry like no other and a fan base like no other. We love that our fans treat this franchise like their own and have such strong views on it. There just aren't any entertainment franchises on Earth that can generate this kind of passion that Call of Duty can, and that's a good thing. Secondly, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
He also said, secondly, of course, we know that there are people in our community who are nostalgic for the boots on the ground style gameplay. That's why we made Modern Warfare Remastered. But we also have millions of people in our community who want to have new innovative experiences in the game each year, and Infinite Warfare is going to deliver that. He also continued and said, good news is this year we found a way to deliver both in one package while keeping our community together. While of course we see the passionate opinions online, we also look at the other measurements, and the fact is, while it's very early, pre-orders are off to a very strong start. Views on the reveal trailer are up, and in fact the number of likes per view on Infinite Warfare trailer are the highest we've ever seen.
Is that true?
And
Wait. Did I just hear the number of likes per view? What the fuck? Each view can only have one like effect.
and
Like,
he's probably
No,
remember,
that ratio still makes sense. It's like that would just mean that there's more views on this than most other trailers.
He's probably
And the
including
likes-
dislikes as well, because right now it has 12 million views, about that much, and 10 million... Wait, no, not 10. 1 million likes and dislikes combined. So, like, engagement for the video is high, is what he's trying to say. Like, that's
so, and
1 in 12.
here's another thing I want to point out. The Battlefield 1 trailer got more likes on YouTube within 2 hours,
In 2 hours.
than Infinite Warfare's trailer had managed to secure more in 5 days. Its dislike is merely 5% of the Infinite Warfare trailer. So, somebody messed up.
Yeah.
Fun fact, Infinite Warfare is the 10th most disliked video on YouTube, between Nicki Minaj, Stupid Ho, Explicit, and Justin Bieber's boyfriend. Most
It's
disliked...
really hard to get down there.
2 most disliked videos on YouTube are Justin Bieber, Baby, featuring Luda Chris, and Friday, Rebecca Black.
All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, they
Right.
fucked up somehow. They did
Okay.
too. I guess they finally fucking found the edge of their fucking copy paste, and here we go.
no, I mean, what seems to be the biggest complaint is the fact that it's in space, and B, that they're bundling it.
Yeah, and making it more
Bundling it
expensive.
is
I
all-
feel like if it wasn't a forced bundle, like we have
It can't stay like
have
that.
the
though.
remastered version, you can
The thing is,
we have
they
the remastered
can.
version you can buy. like I feel like the backlash would have been massively reduced, and people would have just been like, "Oh, yay! We're getting the remaster," and I guess the new game's coming out too, and both games would. And I mean, realistically, still looking at it, both it's still doing really good, and people are still probably gonna play Infinite Warfare anyway. It's just fuck it, why not?
Precisely.
Dude, I would buy, like, I don't like Call of Duty anymore, but I would absolutely buy a remaster of 4. First Modern Warfare, or was it Modern Warfare? Was Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare? I believe it was. I don't remember the exact title. I believe it was the first Modern Warfare.
I think it was just straight
it was.
Modern Warfare, then 2, 3, 4, that stuff.
Yeah, it was Call of Duty 4 was the Modern Warfare. Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. One of the greatest Call of Duties. I would absolutely buy that by itself. Will not buy the new one.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. But Call of Duty 4 was amazing. I remember my favorite Call of Duty is still Call of Duty 2. Or, no, 3. 2 or 3. No, it's 3. Last Call of Duty to have vehicles in the multiplayer maps. That was sad.
I've played 3 of Modern Warfare.
Call of Duty 3.
No, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3.
No, Call of Duty 3.
Yeah, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3.
Not Modern Warfare,
Hey,
just
go for it.
normal 3.
No, just Modern Warfare 3.
Oh, you're saying...
He
Oh.
played Modern Warfare 3. He played Modern Warfare.
I thought you were
3.
correcting me.
No, okay,
You
no.
You could have said something more than Modern Warfare 3,
I said
to be
I
honest.
played Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3.
Oh, you're cutting out like a bitch then.
Oh,
Bitch.
alright. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I
I played Modern Warfare 3, not 3.
Okay. You haven't played 3?
I played.
I have played 3. No,
Oh.
God damn it. I haven't played... Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 is the only Call of Duty I've played, alright? There. Done.
Okay. You should play 4, though.
Played, I've played Blops 1, 2, and Modern Warfare 3.
Ah, you're the newer generations. I played played most of the Modern Warfares, I think, up to 3, and then just stopped. That was about it.
So,
Bad at that
I
point.
mean, if you play one Call of Duty, you literally played
Yeah,
all
basically.
of them.
Except 4 is, like, 4 and below is slightly different. Like, if you exclude the Blops, 4 below is pretty different from what's out now.
I have to agree because the only Call of Duty games I played before Advanced Warfare was Call of Duty 2 and Call of Duty 3.
Yes.
And I never
Those
played.
were great.
I never played Modern Warfare. I never played Call of Duty 4. I never played Black Ops. Never played any other Call of Duty. All I did was play 2 and 3. Then I saw the trailer for Advanced Warfare, and I was like, "Hey, this looks pretty fun." And when I played it, my mind just blew my head out of the water. It was like, "Holy crap! This is not Call of Duty 3. What is this?"
Hey, do you like history and anything about the World Wars? Fuck you. That's gone.
Yeah,
yep.
You can
sadly.
only do so.
Hey,
Oh.
remember? I mean, well, they're fucking doing space. Now people aren't liking that much, huh?
Just go back to horseback, you know? Cavalry
Don't
stuff.
go back to horseback. Just fucking go back to when fucking you had limitations. The old gun, like fucking Call of Duty 3, what it did with the fucking World War setting was very good.
Dude, let's go back to the
Yeah,
Stone Age.
tanks.
Why not?
I mean, Primal.
Call of Duty Ancient Warfare.
I would actually play that.
That would be good.
Like bows and arrows.
The real thing is, they
Speaking
actually
of-
couldn't
oh,
do that though, because that'd just be a
Speaking,
ripoff.
Speaking of that, For Honor, that's coming out sometime soon.
Okay.
Ubisoft title? Anyone?
Nope.
No.
For Honor is basically like Knights versus Vikings versus, was it something else? Just like a grand, think of like almost like a chivalry, but
medieval
better
warfare.
produced. Better
Wait,
produced.
what game?
Yeah. It looks really good. It's called For Honor. It's an
Yeah.
Ubisoft title. It's coming out.
Uh,
The trailers
Is
look
it
really
on
good.
Steam? Or is
Oh,
it
like it's not like really fucking accurate sword maneuvers. Like they actually use fucking like pommel strikes and shit, and it's just blows my mind that they're actually getting that accurate. Pommel strikes being and like fucking holding the sword from the sharp end and attacking with the actual pommel. No one's ever thought to do that.
what part
And
of it
it's
is
an actual fucking technique.
what is the pommel?
The pommel is like the very bottom of the sword. Like, you know how in sword, you have the fucking grip, and then like at the bottom there might be a round bit, or like just like the end of it.
Oh, so the bottom of the hilt.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was used to fucking like bash enemies' helmets in if you couldn't slice through them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You'd basically use it like a mace. And no game's ever really done that, but fucking For Honor's coming in, it's like, hey, look, we're actually super realistic, and the combat looks fucking great. Like, there's trailers of, like, night footage, and it's amazing. We talked about it. We didn't talk about it, but I talked about it in school a lot last year with someone. TLG, you might have been in some of those conversations.
I'm watching it right now, and I'm liking what I see so far because I've always dreamed of who would win in a death battle, knights or samurai, and I guess
it was Knights, Vikings, and Samurai.
Oh, even better.
Damn.
There was like a show about this.
Deadliest Warrior.
Deadliest Warrior.
Yeah.
Great show, by the way. Oh, dude, the fucking Deadliest Warrior game for fucking Xbox Live Arcade was amazing.
There's a game?
There's a game based off Deadliest Warriors.
Why?
It's basically like, you have all your classes. It's like, oh, here's a knight, here's a ninja, here's a pirate. Have fucking fun. The game is brutal, though. I can't tell you how many times as a monk I just sliced everyone the fuck up, and there's body parts everywhere. It's fucking great. Using fucking razor wire. So I'm really excited about For Honor. Definitely. I mean, it's being produced by Ubisoft, so I'm scared as hell that's gonna fucking flop. But I'm gonna buy it.
Is it coming out for PC?
The fuck? You just cut out like, what the hell?
Is it coming out for PC?
I don't know. I imagine it would, though.
If it didn't and it only came out for PS4 or whatever,
I mean, I have an Xbox One.
Oh, you do?
I
you
have
do?
an Xbox
Yeah.
One too, so.
I mean,
what's
I
your
have never
Xbox
told
One?
anyone this. I got it like a fucking week ago, so.
Okay, yeah.
You got
I was
dude,
like,
you need dude, message me your gamer tag. I'll add you.
I mean, it's not. It's kind of to mine. It's like half mine. So here's what happened. I used to play console all the time, and when I got a PC, I'm like, fuck that shit. This is the master race.
Yeah, it is.
So I gave my fucking Xbox to my younger brother. So while it's still technically in my possession, he upgraded it to a fucking one for his birthday. So I feel I partially own that, at least halfway.
You partially own the thing your brother...
Yeah.
Others.
It's mine. Let's be fucking real.
It's not yours. Not yours. When it comes down to it, when it comes down to it, and you're like, I'm gonna go play For Honor, and your little brother's like, no, I want to play fucking.
Trust me, little brother get his ass beat. He told me no.
For Honor is coming out for PC. Yes.
All right, well then, fuck him. I don't need. I'm gonna link the trailer. At least fucking link this because this trailer's cool.
I already got some gameplay.
Oh well, look at the trailer. The trailer is fucking really good looking. This is one of the games I'm most. Are you excited about any game that's coming out in like the next year or two?
I'm excited for Battlefield 1.
New Zelda.
Oh yeah, that now.
Before the Battlefield 1 trailer, I was thinking to myself, well, for once, I don't think I need to throw out my money away because I'm able to save up money this time, but nope.
How are you doing with that? Oh, wait, what? Continue.
A lot of the games that I've been excited for have already come out for this year. Like, Bravely Second, Xenoblade Chronicles X, Fire Emblem Fates. But the thing is, I haven't been able to get any of them because the special editions for them are all not available. And I want the special editions.
Just buy it in Japanese.
But I can't read Japanese.
Learn to read Japanese.
But that takes too much time.
Does it?
You could just.
I just want to spend my money. Let me spend my money.
That's
just learn how to play the damn. Just learn how to play the game. You don't need to actually learn Japanese in order to fucking.
I mean, some of the best parts about those three games is being able to read what the characters are saying.
If you buy a Japanese version of like Fire Emblem, you get petting. I can't tell if that was sarcastic or not.
No. I forgot they took out the petting. I want the petting. Shit.
They took out the
Important
petting and
content.
Fuck.
Didn't they take out some other shit too as well?
Probably.
I think one relationship was supposed to be like a lesbian relationship, but it ended up being
Was
like
it like a fucking... Was it like a homosexual relationship or something?
something like that, and then they...
I remember
Or-
hearing something like that.
It may have started out as
The West-
incest, and then got changed into that.
Oh, that too, maybe, yeah.
The West doesn't need
I don't
this.
remember. But I want the petting. Why can't there be petting? I want to pet my waifu.
Oh my god.
Alright,
The waifu
so I wanna do
wars
something.
will begin again.
Alright, go to the trailer I sent you and go to like fucking 2:05.
All right.
Or maybe like minute 2, second minute.
205.
About 2 minutes, yeah.
No, it's a CG trailer. How nice.
It is a CG trailer, but it is very cool.
Okay, we
Like
got,
what he does with his sword
yeah,
when he fucking grips the fucking blade and
Yeah,
then bashes the person's head in with the guard.
yeah.
That shit. That shit makes me want this game.
Yeah, but you can do whatever the fuck you want with the trailer and then release a shitty game.
Well, they've confirmed that's going to be in the game, so at the very least, it's more realistic combat with the unrealistic presence of Vikings, samurai, and knights. So that game, I'm excited for that. Chris, are you excited for any games?
Literally only 2, and both are mobile games.
I mean, that still counts.
Yeah.
Actually, no. Wait, no. There are 2 mobile games, and then later on in the year, some.
You cut out a lot.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm excited for 2 mobile games and 2.
I'm excited for...
I-
I heard semi, that was a word. It's not just me, right?
Yeah, no, he got that for me as well.
What the fuck? Maybe that's an indication we should start getting towards the end.
I looked up waifu wars on Google Images.
boy.
Everyone's cutting out. What the fuck?
What's wrong with you? I looked up waifu wars
need
on
to
Google
fucking-
Images, and it's pretty
Why the
great.
fuck? The fuck? I have. Did I ever show you those images of like fucking? Oh, I don't think I ever showed you that image. Never mind.
All right. So
Happening here.
I think it's
That sounds like a game.
waifu wars.
Waifu Wars.
Yeah.
I'd play Waifu Wars.
In 2016, the waifu wars have begun. Oh, we got Koronada-san going in. Oh, we got Yucatan. We got Chie-san. Whoa, they're all going in. They're all fighting. Whoa, damages are happening. Oh no, it's getting savage. No. Oh no, we're in the cute round now. They're so kawaii.
Jesus Christ, please don't.
Alright, should we move on to the fanfiction?
Is that it?
then?
Should we start heading towards the end?
Yeah.
Trump?
Mm-hmm. Up, and then we got hentai. Alright.
I mean, what did you expect, to be
I
totally
mean-
honest?
Waifu Wars is kind of generic. I wasn't expecting to get to the hentai.
Well, you probably bolted down.
I mean, it was pretty far down, but still. Anyway,
Alright, let's get to the fucking...
send me the link.
Jesus Christ, you still... Really?
Yes.
I don't even know if I have a link. I probably should have a link.
Let me look for the link.
The fuck was that and why?
Oh, this is awesome. So, Fire Emblem Fates.
Trump.
Oh god.
Why did you send that to me?
No, that's oh goddamn. Send it to everyone else.
No.
Actually, no, that's Awakening, not Fates. So basically, this is all the waifus. And what it says about them is pretty accurate to them.
Are these just like characters you can have a relationship with or something?
These are all the potential waifus, yes.
Preschool dropout? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Found it.
Filthy subhuman.
Loves Jew gold
Dusty
more than
vagina. What the shit?
you. Nah.
Asperger's? Well, that's offensive.
Yo, we got nah down in the bottom right. That's the actual character's name, by the way.
Literally retarded. What the sh... Alright, well, I don't understand a single one of those.
If you played Awakening, you will get this. It's awesome.
I would awaken to the knowledge.
Yes, you would.
When I mute you all, I am as much a part of the conversation as I don't understand what you're trying to say. What does that mean?
Basically, it doesn't matter if we were here or not. The conversation will still go on the same. Anyway.
Oh. Well, maybe you should be more vocal.
Anyway, fan fiction, let's go.
And maybe you should not cut out.
Heck,
How about that?
that'd probably help a little. Where were we again? We were at What a Beautiful Kitchen, correct?
I don't know. There was stuff about fucking Egyptian cotton mirrors.
Yeah, no. I think.
Yeah. Use
Yeah.
after What Have I Done?
Yeah, What a Beautiful Kitchen. All right, Chris.
Can we finish?
Get back? We can finish this chapter. Yeah.
Oh boy.
This is only part 1.
Oh, I saw a name. I saw a name I recognize in this.
What, Ramsey?
Well, we'll see. It's like the fucking fourth sentence.
All right. Chris, are you coming back or no?
Come on, Chris, please.
Chris Cross.
Chris.
Can I call you Chris Cross?
Why would you call him Chris Cross?
Why not?
How do you spell Chris?
Kris.
Can't tell if he's so quiet. I can never tell if he's truly muted us or he could be here right now. I don't fucking know.
It's a possibility, yeah.
He cuts out so much you can't tell.
I mean,
Just fucking go.
all right. Do you want to start TLG or should I?
Let the master try.
Yeah, that
All
didn't
right,
answer anything.
I'm going.
And Dusty sit in silence still.
What a beautiful kitchen, Trump thought to himself as he entered the Hell's Kitchen set. He was surrounded by beautiful silverware, pots and pans and knives. Oh, how he loved knives.
I'm like, isn't that a fucking place in fucking Deadpool and Punisher?
Daredevil, and yes.
Hell's Kitchen and Punisher.
Daredevil. You said Deadpool earlier, not Daredevil. He almost...
Did I say Deadpool?
You did say Deadpool. He almost loved them as much as he loves gold. Unfortunately, these knives were not made of gold, nor polished Egyptian cotton, but they're Gordon's knives, and that's all that matters. Other people began to file into the room, but he could not recognize anyone's faces. He was disappointed. There were no friends to share his crush upon Ramsey with, but there was one more person. Her face was shrouded by the various pots and pans hanging from the kitchen centerpiece. Trump quietly walked over to see who it was. He became excited. He recognized this face. This was a person that he loved and respected much more than Fallout Boy. Much more than knives, much more than gold. It was Oprah. Oprah excitedly squealed and wrapped her hands around Trump. Trump, baby, I didn't know you were coming. She began to tell him about how Ramsey had invited her to the show. What a story, Oprah! Trump laughed. He was glad that he finally found a friend in this kitchen. Suddenly, screaming and cussing could be heard from behind the set. The other kitchen goers began to huddle each other. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming, he's coming, they all murmured to each other. Oprah wrapped herself around Trump's arm. He became perplexed at how she could perform such a physical feat. She did not look that bendy before. The cameras started to film. Ramsey entered the room, visibly upset. DLG.
Wait, what? You want me to say it?
Yeah, go, do it. Go. This is
Alright, you fuckers! Time to get the kitchen on! He screeched. Metal started to play. Mist started flowing into the room through fog machines. People began to claw at the walls in an attempt to escape. Gordon picked up a large pot and threw it at one of the guests, screaming, "You've been... what? Sautéed! You've been sautéed!" Trump feared that his time on Earth was over. He lied about being indestructible like Egyptian cotton. He wasn't. He had made it all up. Gordon screeched like a wild animal as he tore through the kitchen. He picked up a package of eggs. The words "half dozen" were clearly inscribed across the top. "I wanted 2 dozen fuckers!" Ramsey boomed as he began launching single eggs at Oprah, who had moved from Trump's arm to the corner. "Scrambled just like a filthy drug addict's mind," he screeched
This is your brain on drugs.
and over until all the eggs have been thrown. Oprah lay sprawled on the floor. Gordon smashed the empty egg carton over her unconscious body. "You've been flipped over easy."
Jesus Christ.
That's excellent.
Fuck you.
Extravagant.
It's not funny a second time.
I'm putting in these extra ones.
Oh my god. Alright.
Do you get the yolk?
Gordon. Oh my god.
Or should I keep it to my shelf?
Fucking shove a carton up your ass. How's that?
Sounds kinky. Let's do it.
Is that a good pun?
Alright. Gordon suddenly looked at over Trump, who had clearly not been beaten by kitchenware or covered in various dairy products. An evil, twisted grin spread upon Ramsey's face. Trump backed away, exclaiming, "No, no, 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 no. You can't do this. I'm Donald Trump." "Well, this is Hell's Kitchen, motherfucker," Gordon whispered towards Trump. Trump knew this was the end. He farted in defeat as Gordon hit him over the head with the meat mallet. Donald Trump lay unconscious on the floor.
I'm sorry, is Hell's Kitchen a cooking show or like an MMA?
It's a cooking show.
Do you want to go, Iggy?
Oh, no, I'm good.
I'll jump
What
back.
about you, Chris? Do you want to say a few lines?
I'm just here for the experience.
All right, I'll finish this up then. Trump awoke. He was surrounded by beautiful golden clouds and clear blue sky. He reached down and felt a spongy, yellowed material beneath him. He gasped. It was made of the finest Egyptian cotton that had ever been spun from the purest gold. "I'm in heaven," he thought. "It has ended." Then he noticed that he was alone, that there was no toupee-haired family greeted him. There were no angels playing trumpets. There were no
Cherubs.
cherubs playing harps. He thought he deserved a better welcome than this. He thought he is Donald Trump, and he deserves to be treated like royalty. Suddenly, a shadow appeared next to him. He looked up in the sky, and what could possibly be making of it? He saw the silhouette of what seemed to be a man in the sun. Could it be God? No. It was Jesus on a skateboard.
What the fuck?
"Sup, brah?" Jesus exclaimed as he floated down to the cloud where Donald was standing. "I am dead," Trump asked. "Is this the afterlife? Is this what heaven really is?" "No, it's just a fiction of your imagination of what heaven would look like. I'm totally the real Jesus, though," Jesus explained. as he opened a can of grape soda and leaned on a stop sign that suddenly appeared beside him. He picked up his skateboard and chugged the soda with the other. A beautiful backwards baseball cap sat upon his head. A picture of the Virgin Mary on the skateboard graced the bottom of his skateboard. Wait, what? No, I read that wrong. A picture of the Virgin Mary on a surfboard graced the bottom of his skateboard.
Why?
His robes were made of the whitest Egyptian cotton Donald has ever seen. His sandals were of cured scientist skin. He was truly an elegant being. So, why am I here? Donald asked Jesus. Because you're on conscience. Duh, Jesus said. Does this happen to everyone who blacks out? Trump asked. Only you, Jesus replied after taking another large gulp of grape elixir.
Radical.
Then, how come I only saw Barbara Brinstein when I fell unconscious all these years?
Streisand.
Trump asked. Streisand?
Streisand.
Streisand.
Who the hell's
Barbra
Barbra
Streisand. I know the name. Is she an actress?
I thought she was a model.
I have no fucking clue.
Wait.
Irrelevant. She's irrelevant. How
Wait,
about that?
Wasn't she married to him? Trump, I mean.
I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Does it?
Anyways, then how come I only saw Barbra Streisand when I fell unconscious all these years? Trump asked once more. I work in mysterious ways, man, Jesus explained. Trump trusted Jesus. Jesus knew almost everything. He knew even more than Raoul, but not as much as Donald. No one knew as much as Donald. Not even cool Jesus. Okay, dude, you're going to wake up soon, and I'm going to give you some important advice right here. Even more important than shredding the streets. Even more important than drinking purple pop. You have to eat the kiwi fruit with the skins on. It's the only way to get through this pickle with Ramsey, Jesus explained. He tossed the empty can of soda into a trash can that appeared next to him. Much like the stop sign, Jesus placed the beautifully handcrafted skateboard back on the ground and stood on it, and then he floated into the sun.
Have you ever tried to put a kiwi with the skin still on it in your mouth?
Blackness once again started to surround Trump.
It's not good.
Sounds of screaming and angered Ramsey filled his ears. He was waking up. Your turn, Nick.
It's not opera, Nick.
Sorry, had a little frog in my throat. Donald awoke, still lying on the ground. He quickly glanced around the room, making sure that Gordon did not see him awake. Mostly everyone was unconscious. There was one person awake, however, and they were being beaten with a block of cheese. I'm too fucking good for you, dipshit! Gordon bellowed at the scared person. They cried out in sheer terror and pain. No one should be beaten by a block of cheese, Trump thought. Not even scientists. Oh! Trump then noticed something on the center island of the room. It was a bowl of kiwis, unskinned ones. In fact, Trump knew what he had to do. He had to eat Gordon's kiwis and solve his pickle. He was going to do it. He was going to make it happen.
He had to eat Gordon's kiwis and solve his pickle.
Yeah.
Anyone else getting innuendo vibes there?
None at all.
Nope.
Trump began to crawl silently over the various unconscious kitchen-goers. He glanced over at Oprah one more time. Goodbye, old friend, he silently mouthed to the unconscious TV star. She seemingly belched in response. What? He was...
What?
I read that right, belched.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, I'm just making sure. He was nearing the center island. He...
Like that. Oprah fucking belching like a dude. The best visual.
He was nearing the center island. He could feel the fuzzy skin of Gordon's kiwis on his hands.
Gosh damn it!
Okay, now I see it. By the way, the kiwis are his nuts, his balls, his gonads,
Oh.
his hanging fruit, his family jewels, his knickknacks,
Gonads.
his knockers, his
Alright.
his testicles,
Okay, continue.
His avocados.
his round apparati,
His Jesus juice holders.
his fuzzy kiwis.
Oh dear God.
He began to become hot and flustered once more. Time was ticking down. He needed to make it. He just had to. He reached the center island, but there were footsteps behind him. So, trying to escape, are we? Cackled Ramsey. Donald Trump let out another fart in fear. Gordon picked up a wooden spoon and pointed it at Trump. I'm going to fuck up your toupee like I fucked your friend Raoul last night. Trump became enraged. No one speaks of Raoul like this. No one. She is more sacred than anything else to him. Not even cool Jesus could compare. He stood up. Trump screeched like a wild man and backflipped onto the center island behind them. He began grabbing the kiwis and cramming them into his throat. Holy fuck! He's eating them with the skin on! Ramsey squealed in disgust. It was a crime against all chefs. It was disgusting. It was like simultaneously peeing and pooping on the Pope's robes. Ramsey would know. He knew the Pope. The Pope even said it himself. Ramsey backed away from the millionaire and shielded his eyes in disgust. Trump felt a power taking over him. This power was familiar, yes. He knew it. It was the second part of his curse. Yes! Donald yelled. His toupee started to grow out into long, flowing golden locks. His hands shrunk in size and his fingers thinned. He felt younger. He felt beautiful. Trump now had the body of a beautiful woman.
What the fuck?
Ramsey fainted. Oprah rose from her unconscious state. The cameras all turned around to face Trump. Spotlights shined on him. He also had a raging erection. Wait, how does that work if he's... How does that work if he has the body of a beautiful woman?
Huda.
Trump walked over to the unconscious body of the enraged chef. Somebody's enraged. And lifted him up. He gave him a smooch on the lips. How dirty, Donald thought. He had never smooched anyone on the lips before. He threw Ramsey back down on the floor and proceeded to rip an otherworldly fart on Gordon's face.
The fuck?
Upon closer examination, you could quietly hear, "This was from Cool Jesus," being whispered in the fart. Cool Jesus knows what's up. Trump then climbed back onto the center island, cameras still facing him, spotlights still shining on his sexy hourglass figure and not his raging erection for some reason. His face remained the same. Under the double D cups, he was still the old Donald Trump. "From now on," Donald exclaimed, "I will be running Hell's Kitchen. Yes, me, Donald Trump, millionaire and beautiful woman. Gordon Ramsay has performed crimes against humanity and crimes against my heart. He even insulted my dear friend Raoul, who is even more holy than the Virgin Mary, and yes, cool Jesus himself." His boner nodded in agreement. The metal music stopped, and triumphant music started playing. The room filled with light, and cool Jesus appeared next to Trump, still on his skateboard. Raoul appeared. Dr. Indiana Jones appeared. Oprah stepped up on the island. They all hugged and cried. Donald woke up in his bed. His room was no longer golden. There were no Egyptian cotton mirrors. Raoul was now a normal cleaning lady from Minnesota. It had all been a dream. Or was it? Hey, that was
That was a thing.
probably
That
one of
was
the
beautiful.
probably the best fanfiction we've read so far.
Probably.
Yeah. Is there a part 2 to this? Because I want it.
Let's find out. No, just part 1.
Dang it.
Well,
Let's
that
see,
was
when
something.
was this public?
What the fuck did you do, Chris?
Why is it echoing?
Chris, what the fuck did you do?
150 messages.
162, what the fuck?
No.
What did? Hold on.
Chris!
I guess this must have
Why?
been his reaction. This must be his reaction to the Donald Trump thing.
But
It has
it's
to
just
be, right?
numbers.
12, 65, 23, 15, 4, 6, 5, 1, 2, 3. Easy as ABC.
Why?
It's not just numbers. Before the numbers, there were letters.
I mean, yeah, but it's just...
What the fuck is that echo?
It's... TLG?
Hold on.
What are you doing?
Be quiet. Okay, it is TLG.
Is it?
It is you.
Yeah, for some reason. Now it. Nope. Yep, that's still there.
Interesting.
Echo. Huh? Oh, it's gone. Shit. All right. Well, that'll probably bring us up to the end of the podcast.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I would... If I do say so myself. Plug your shit. Plug it. Plug it hard. Right up
we
in there.
How do you expect us to?
What do you mean plug it?
Tell us where we can find you. Like, do you have a Twitter, a Google
YouTube.
Plus?
Oh.
Tell us your
I do
channel
have a YouTube-
names.
I do have a YouTube channel, TimeLordGamer Show. We are currently working on the Fallout 4 review, which we should have out before June.
You say we.
Yes.
There's some-
Collaborative effort.
Yes. Invader Dren will be in it. I hired an animator from England to do it,
Ooh,
like to animate a scene of Liberty Prime blowing
yeah.
up Terminators.
you showed me that.
And hopefully I can finally record the because I have the script written. All I have to do is record my audio lines, and I haven't done that because I'm a fucking loser. But I'm gonna do that soon, and yeah, it should be out before June.
All right. So it'll be out when this podcast is out, is what you're saying.
Probably. And I will also have a vlog updating like my fans exactly what's been going on since after the this is probably what you think it is video, because
Still.
After the incident.
after the incident, because yeah.
All right.
I'll do it when the school year is over, so those two guys don't beat me up.
They can find you, you know. It's not that,
How?
it's not
You
that
don't know
hard.
my address.
Well, it is a pretty easy way to find addresses. I mean, apparently you can just walk up and ask for people's phone numbers.
I mean, but yeah, at that point, you can call the police.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, hey, good trade-off. They may come and intimidate you, but you can also get them sent to fucking jail.
Nice.
Good
Yeah.
trade-off.
I say it's worth it. Go ahead, get beat up.
Yeah.
I've probably experienced worse in Catholic school. They can't hold a candle.
Fuck?
Like beating
What happened to
us,
the
or
Catholics? Wait. Was that a fucking... I don't know what kind of joke that was.
was that a cry for
No,
help?
that wasn't
or...
a joke. I'm dropped dead serious.
Oh, okay.
It's
Okay.
a story for another time.
All right.
Okay. So then for me, you can find me on YouTube, Iggy the Alien, easy enough. You can find me on Twitter at @IggyTheAlien and follow me and not ever see a post from me because I don't use Twitter to tweet anything. But I might if I ever need to.
Hey,
I tweeted at you the other day.
You did. I read my tweets, but I don't really tweet anything. I'll tweet in response to people. That's about it. I'm not creative enough to make my own tweets. I mean, I could do a Jaden Smith route and just start tweeting absolute nonsense, but not yet.
Jaden's.
Yeah. He's known for having like the Twitter equivalent of acid tweets.
You just treat Twitter like your vent. Like I use Twitter to vent out to my fans a lot.
I don't vent. Also, I don't have fans.
Ooh. It's true.
I don't have anything to vent. I don't have fans, so it kind of works.
Well, okay.
Can you tell me why hashtag Toonami, hashtag SooperMrNinja, and hashtag HunterXHunter are trending on Twitter right now?
Is Anime Day today?
Not that I know of. Like, I know that DevCon's going on, but that's about it.
Toonami. I have no idea.
All right, so anyway.
Yeah. Find me at youtube.com/SooperMrNinja.
I mean, no, you don't have to. I mean, at this point, you've already found him.
Yeah, but as a reminder, since this video could be embedded on somewhere else, which I don't know why anyone would embed this shit, but sure. Twitter.com. Yeah. Just look me up. I don't want to look up what my actual username is. And twitch.tv/SooperMrNinja. Yeah. Chris, he's a prick. And he's deciding not to do anything.
Oh, I forgot he was here.
Yeah, no, he's still silent for some reason. I don't know why.
Huh.
White.
His Twitter is @SuperMr.
Yeah. Thanks. I guess.
SOOPERMR.
Yep.
It's basically spelled super like an asshole. You'll get it right.
Hey. I know I'm an asshole. And at least I admit it.
Okay, why just make me wait then?
Fuck you.
I was right. There was no reason to say wait.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Anyway, you can find Chris at Dragon Age Pie on YouTube.
Except you don't do that. That's the link. But you don't search the link.
Or GamerPie314, I think it is. Could be Chris Likes Pie. I don't fucking know. Something of that sort. Anyway. Yeah. Thank you all for watching. Or listening. Or masturbating. I don't know. Any of those could work.
Wow.
It's a
You're
possibility.
really good at it.
It's a possibility. Who knows? Somebody could be doing the deed right now. Someone probably is doing the deed right now. I mean, statistically speaking,
And if
somebody.
Did you know when you handshake with somebody, you're likely shaking off the hand they do it with?
I need to wear
Yeah.
gloves.
And if you sneeze during this video, God bless you.
And it's
Fuck you,
your birthday
Markiplier, I
today.
stole
Happy
your
fucking
thing.
birthday to you.
And if
I'm
you
not
died,
totally not stealing that.
and if you died today, I don't
Well, it sucks.
know how you're watching this.
If you're watching it with do you get one video in heaven? And if so, why are you spending it on this?
Like, there's so many other better videos to watch.
Go bois.
Sure.
Go.
Go!
Blah.
Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I'm still really bad at outros.